An event so nice, we did it twice. Back for the 2025 and second annual KWCA Shrine Duals here at Fugate Gymnasium, home of the Newman Jets here in the air, the airplane capital of the world, Wichita, Kansas, ready to go here. Shrine Duals coming up in just a matter of moments. Dylan Funk alongside Matt Jones and Dennis Drennan. So glad everyone could join us today. Denny, stacked rosters, boys and girls. It's the best in the East, it's the best in the West, and weight classes all coming together for a great cause, raising money. $25,000 raised last year for Shriners Hospital for Children. Looking to do it again here this year.
Yeah, partner, and just to give the folks at home an idea of the quality of wrestling we're going to see today. 30, or at least half of these wrestlers today were competing for a state championship earlier this month. We have 15 state champions, 14 runners-up, and 10 third-place finishers. So 2/3 of the matches we're going to see today are going to be competed by top 3 place finishers in state.
Yeah, I mean, these kids, we're talking about spring athletes too, Matt, that were just having soccer games this past week. As late as Thursday or Friday night, making the drive out here this morning again, competing in this event. What does it mean for a wrestler to be invited to an event like this and also to compete one last time in your senior campaign before going on for college for whatever the next adventure is?
Well, it's an honor for all of them, and it's for a good cause. And like you said yesterday, there were girls playing softball, there were boys playing soccer, so this is great.
Yeah, this is absolutely great. You see the wrestlers out there on the mat. We're getting ready for the opening ceremonies here in just a few moments. We will meet the teams, boys and girls from the East and from the West as we get this Shrine Duel started. Again, over $25,000 raised last year for Shriners Children's Hospitals. What a great cause this is. Of course, a spinoff of the Shrine Bowl football all-star game that happens. We'll have a promo for that later on. That will be taking place this summer down in Dodge City, but we're here for the matchup here. Gentlemen, we ready?
Ready.
You're ready. I'm ready. We know everyone at home. You guys are ready. So here we go. We're going to send it down Matt's side to our PA announcer, and we're going to meet the starting lineups, the rosters for both Team East and West, and get this Shrine Duel started.
Silent auction. Or get your Kansas Shrine Duals apparel. Visit the southwest corner of the gym near the S Athletics booth to bid. Auction closes at the second session media timeout. Also, get your 50-50 raffle tickets for today's drawing. Look for one of the Shriners holding the 50-50 raffle tickets to get your tickets. Tickets will be sold through the intermission and the drawing happening during the second session media timeout.
There's 2 o'clock sharp on this one. Already started. It's 2 o'clock now. Right now, and then so turn it over to you.
Hello and welcome to the second annual Shrine Duel sponsored by Shriners Hospital, Newman University, Yes Athletics, and the KWCA. We're very excited to be hosting this amazing event in Wichita, Kansas, and Newman University. We would like to take this moment to thank the amazing people and groups who helped make this event possible. First off, we have the amazing people at Shriners Hospitals. There are currently 22 Shriners Hospitals across the United States that specialize in helping children with neuromuscular conditions and burn injuries. The staff and Shriners that helped put this event together have been amazing to work with, and we couldn't do this without them. Next, we have the staff at Newman University. We want to thank them for their hospitality and help setting up this event. We also have the S Athletics, who have this amazing apparel that these amazing athletes are wearing today. Last, we have the Kansas Wrestling Coaches Association Board. We currently have 20 board members that put in a lot of work to get this event going. Let's give a round of applause for these sponsors and volunteers. Tonight's duel will showcase some of the best seniors from all across the state of Kansas. There are 13 state champions and over 30 state placers competing in today's duel. One of our featured matchups from tonight will be at 135 pounds between state champions.
We're good now.
Campbell Burtis of Spring Hill and Destiny Gonzalez of Goodman. The other one will be between champion Duncan Bell of Hoxie and
This way. It's fine. Let that go.
It's a great day tonight. We want to welcome you to this.
We'll get you at it.
This time, if you're a veteran, if you serve in the United States military, we want you to stand. Veterans, please stand. We want to thank you for your service and for your family's service to the greatest country on earth. God bless. As Masons, Shriners, and Americans, we believe no action should be Today our invocation will be given by Gage from Spring Hill, Kansas.
Our gracious Heavenly Father, we pause in prayer on this special occasion to offer our thanks and appreciation to you and the many assembled here today. We extend our special thanks and appreciation to these participants, their families, and many others who have contributed of their time, efforts, and money towards this great cause. We pray for and ask thy blessing upon the many young people who are occupying beds in our 22 shrine hospitals, and for those who may soon be entering. We pray for the great work of the doctors and nurses and parents who care for these amazing youngsters. We pray that this duel today will be free from injuries and that this year's Kansas Shrine Duals will be remembered with great pride, pleasure, and satisfaction, and that the real winners in this competition will be those children who will benefit from the efforts put forth by everyone here. We ask thy blessing on this event. In thy name we pray. Amen.
Gage winners, Spring Hill Youth Leader. At this time, please stand to recognize the greatest country on earth.
Awesome stuff being done there. Getting ready to get underway here. Just a matter of moments before we get the first match started up. Let's take a look real quick, gentlemen, at our rosters for both Team East and Team West. We'll start up first with the boys roster. And there it is for both East and West. Gentlemen, we were just talking about it during our open that no matter where you go, there's going to be great matchups on Team East and Team West all throughout. Denny, I'll start with you. This stacked roster in front of you, what is the boys matchup you're going to be looking forward to the most today?
And the announcer just talked about it a little bit before we went on the air here. And it's a 165-pound matchup between Jay Schartz, Great Bend, who's a 5A state runner-up this year, against Duncan Bell from Hoxie, the 3-1A two-time state champion.
Yeah, Hoxie's going to be well represented today. 3 representatives from Hoxie on that boys side. Let's go over to the girls roster and take a look as you see the wrestlers being announced here inside the gymnasium. Matt, I ask you the same question. Loaded in the East and the West for the girls team. What's the matchup you're looking forward to the most today?
So I think people's eyes are on Campbell Merbers from Spring Hill. She's a 3-time finalist, the state champion this previous year. First female wrestler in Spring Hill history to win a state title against Destiny Gonzalez from Goodland, a 2-time state champion. Destiny's going to have her hands full. It'll be her second match, and she's actually bumping up a weight to wrestle Campbell. So I think that'll be a great one to keep an eye on. One
notable exception on this girls roster. You see Mia Butler from Shawnee Mission Northwest, unfortunately not able to compete today with injury. So it's from Tonganoxie, Stella Bradley at 117 pounds. She will move up and she will wrestle twice. outside of that, everybody is ready to go. As the wrestlers again just continuing to be introduced here inside Fugate Gymnasium on the campus of Newman University in Wichita, Kansas. While we have some time, let's meet our coaches for today as well. A loaded stack of coaches at the helm for both these teams. From the East, we're going to have head coach Tyler Courts at Gardner Edgerton since 2016, the coach of 50 state placers and 146 state qualifiers, KWCA Coach of the Year in 2015 and 2023. Paul Hansen from Lansing and Sean Bames, the head coach from Manhattan, also a KWCA Coach of the Year award winner. Over on the west side, you have the coaches Andy Kennedy from Phillipsburg, the head coach since 2016. Luke Keller in the middle, the head coach at Russell since 2023. And rounding it out, head coach of Oakley, that's Bryce Lewis in the center. Luke Keller out there on the right. And today's officials as well. You know, this is a deep, we got talented rosters, wrestlers, coaches, even the officials have a pretty good resume with them today. John Vera, 31 years as a Kansas registered official, 20-plus Kansas State Wrestling Championships. He has been on the call for. Hunter Edwards, 6 years as a Kansas registered official, Kansas 4A State Wrestling Championships. He's done 4 of those. Kyle Roberts, 19 years in USA Wrestling Kansas, and 14-year KWCA registered official, 24 total championships. He has officiated. And Travis Shield, 30 years as a KWCA official, 18 years as a NCAA official as well. It's only the best of the best here for the Shrine Duals, and it is coming up in just a matter of moments. Let's step aside. Let's give some love to our sponsors. We'll be back with the first matchup live from Newman University.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the big
possibility. At Shriners Children's, we deliver healing to kids with critical burn injuries, like game-changing advances in regenerative medicine and creating the highest standard of care. We never allow your ability to pay for services to compromise the care your child needs, proving time and again what's possible by empowering the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
You don't have to wear boys' shoes anymore. You don't have to wear boys' shoes anymore. You don't have to wear boys' shoes anymore.
And rosters for both Team East and Team West continue to be rattled out. Remember last year it was Team East that came out with the win, 72-62, looking to defend their Shrine Dual crown. Second annual KWCA Kansas Shrine Duals, all proceeds going towards Shriners Children's Hospital, raising over $25,000 last year. And we want to thank all of our champion sponsors this year for the KWCA Shrine Duals. Champion sponsors this year are fully promoted in Lawrence, Northwest Kansas Shrine Club, Watkins Realty and Insurance Agency LLC, Hutch Auto Bodies, Central Valley Ag, Pro Valley Insurance, Napa Auto Parts, Logan County Implement, and Wellhead Systems Inc. Thank you all for your support and being proud sponsors of the KWCA Kansas Shrine Duals. Starting to get into the bigger fellas here in the middle. This is Landon Dobson of Manhattan, Samuel Watkins for Hoxie. That's a matchup, me personally, gentlemen. I am really excited to watch that one as this event goes on. But, you know, as we're getting close to the start of the matches, I just want to turn it over to you guys one more time. We were here last year for the inaugural event, and it was so great. The fact that we're back here doing it again, I love doing it with you guys. You know, outside of the matches and everything, just talk about how special it is. We talk about the wrestlers being here. It's an honor to be working this event as well with all the great work that's being done for Shriners Children's Hospital. Gotta love it, right?
Yeah, it's pretty neat being involved in any event that supports the Shrine and just the Shrine Bowls. The Shrine Bowl's been around for decades, and it's just really neat to be a part of that and support the children's hospitals.
but you didn't.
Yeah, the thing I like about this is it's a venue where you have different classifications going against one another. You have 3A to 1A wrestling up against 4, 5, and 6A schools.
Yeah,
Love it.
I mean, back in the day, you talked about it, didn't you? You always tell me about Grand State back in the day where it was kind of the best. And if you won Grand State, that means you were the best. It's not quite that, but it is. Basically, this is an all-star event for wrestling, which how popular and booming the sport has been, especially on the girls' side. It's so great that we have this event here in the state of Kansas.
Yeah, I think it's really neat, and it showcases, especially the girls, who is the fastest growing sport for scholastic athletes in the country.
Again, just rounding out the starting rosters here again at the end. One other change on the boys' side. You kind of heard Dennis talking about it earlier. Duncan Bell of Hoxie. He'll be wrestling James Schartz at Great Bend. That'll be our final match of the afternoon. That is a West versus West matchup, so it's not going to go towards any count. As far as the actual totals will go for team totals, but still Duncan Bell, he's a tremendous wrestler. I'm glad that they were able to work that out, getting his now teammate for the day, Jay Schartz, out here today to wrestle him as they announce him right here, right now. Our first ever, it's going to be the first West versus West matchup in the Shrine Duals history. Pretty cool stuff going to be happening here, but again, we start, it'll be on the girls' side at 138 pounds. It'll be Deja Preston of Free State versus Destiny Gonzalez of Goodland. As we will step aside one more time real quick, duels are starting next.
Our whole vision of becoming the four-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with
Possibility. At Shriners Children's, we deliver healing to kids with critical burn injuries, like game-changing advances in regenerative medicine and creating the highest standard of care. We never allow your ability to pay for services to compromise the care your child needs, proving time and again what's possible by empowering the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
You don't have to wear boys' shoes anymore. You don't have to wear boys' shoes anymore.
You don't have to wear boys' shoes anymore.
And 2025 KWCA Shrine Duals today presented in part by Yes Athletics. Yes Athletics is the official singlet and wrestler apparel provider of the Kansas Shrine Duals, a sporting goods company by women for women, empowering girls to say yes. Visit YesAthleticsUSA.com. We just saw the coaches that were honored, getting pretty good certificates, plaques handed to them. It's an honor for the coaches just as much as it is for the wrestlers to be participating in this event as well. Looking around, we do have BJ Harris rolling around on Matt's side. He's going to be bringing us an interview with Colton Metzler, one of the hospital ambassadors for Shriners, later on today. Again, we are just waiting for the official green light to get going with this one. It's going to be a matter of moments here from Newman University. In fact, let's take a look. We got some footage collected earlier today of all the stuff that was happening. You see that the calm before the storm. The gym opened up today at about 8 o'clock. And you see the programs, they were stacked high. Not a single program left here. Wrestlers arrived this morning, swag bags for them. Really great apparel for fans as well. But the players were treated. They're getting the all-star treatment today as they should. One-of-a-kind singlets and memorabilia being signed there. Those will all be auctioned off. All proceeds going towards Shriners Children's Hospital. Photo op right there in front of the banner. You know Mom and Dad's going to want that frame back at home. Nicely done there. You saw them getting out on the mat, getting a little warmed up. Again, these wrestlers, they just arrived this morning, so this is really their first time interacting with their teammates and with the other oppositions as well. Fans were lining up this afternoon, rolling in at about 1 o'clock. This gym is filled up. Not a whole lot of standing room or sitting room here inside Fugate Gymnasium. Signing opportunities, autographs. Again, these wrestlers, they have been treated like all-stars here today. Those great Shriners always doing great work, and you see the hospital ambassadors getting to tell their stories, talk about their experiences with the wrestlers of Team East and Team West, and get to just share their stories and talk about their life journey, essentially. You see the wrestlers participating in these different activities meant to symbolize that the challenges that these ambassadors have had to overcome. You see those challenges that the wrestlers were able to do. That's a great one right there. That was just down the straight here in the mezzanine from us, getting the bottle cap open with oven mitts on. Again, it was just awesome, awesome stuff. What a great shot there at the end. One of our young ambassadors, just 3 years old. She's a darling. I hope we can get her later on here today as well. But we're about ready to roll here, as the PA announcer just confirmed that we are ready to wrestle. And here we go with this one. We are going to start with the girls' 138-pound matchup. It's going to be Deja Preston out of Free State High School versus Destiny Gonzalez of Goodland. Gonzalez also going to be wrestling twice today for Team West, so she will lead it off against Deja Preston. So it's a matchup of the Firebirds and the Cowboys. Deja Preston, a two-time regional placer, two-time state qualifier, and Gonzalez from Goodland, two-time state champion and a four-time state placer, four-time GWAC league champion, as well as they get into the center. Josh Bader blows the whistle, and here we go. We are officially underway at the 2025 KWCA Shrine Duals. Preston also a Sunflower League runner-up, two times a USA Wrestling Kansas State qualifier. Great senior campaign. She missed most of her junior year with a foot injury, heavily motivated her to make her way back and make the most of her senior year. She's considering Carthage College up in Wisconsin, Ottawa University, and Avila within Kansas. And outside of Gonzalez, you guys have the resumes right in front of you, too. One of the best in the state, I would imagine, the two-time state champion out of Goodland, Kansas.
Yeah. Gonzalez is in on a shot right now and looking for a good finish around the corner. Very similar to the heavyweight finale at the NCAA finals last weekend.
Yeah, I'm just down the road in Newton, Kansas, local hero Wyatt Hendrickson. We were driving through town. His picture is everywhere around town.
As it should be.
As he should be, indeed. That's awesome for the local kid on the national stage, getting that recognition that he also deserves, getting that upset win in the heavyweight championship against Gable Stevenson of Minnesota. So now it's still Goodland on top here, 3-0, and contains in control against Preston. This is one of 30 matches we got coming your way here this afternoon. There will be times we have media timeouts built in. We'll have a 15-minute intermission at about the halfway point, and then we will get the other back half of the matches rattled off. And there's going to be all different sorts of prizes and auctions going out through this as well. A lot of people, again, showing up today here inside Fugate Gymnasium at Newman University, supporting all the efforts to raise money for Shriners Children's Hospital.
Gonzalez trying to set up a cradle on the edge of the mat, and one new rule change this year was it's only necessary to have one supporting contact in bounds, so they can really work the edge of the mat all the way till both supporting contacts are out.
Yeah, that was a change made this past year, and I know everybody that I have talked to has been universally pretty well accepted, I would say.
Very favorable. The officials like it. The consistency of the mats. There's less stoppage like we're having right now. This could happen 2 to 3 times a period previously, but there is less of it, and the wrestling is it just makes the match go much, much smoother.
So Gonzalez won. She defers. It goes to Preston. Her option. She defers as well. So they will start up square at their bases, and they will get back at it. It's just that one solo takedown for Destiny Gonzalez. 3-0 lead over Deja Preston. Start of the second period as we get going on. 2-minute periods here.
You know, one thing we've noticed this year is there's a lot less automatically taking bottom because the extra point for the takedown is so huge. You want your energy to be able to have that extra point with your takedown now that it's 3 points. So, you know, it's definitely making us reflect on how do we manage between the periods, and is it worth going on bottom if you have to spend a minute and a half getting up? Probably not, if you can spend all that energy trying to get a takedown. Another good shot from Gonzalez and on a double leg, and she's trying to turn the corner to finish it, and she does.
Yep. So now that's the second takedown for Gonzalez. 6-0. Rolls Preston onto her shoulders. Now looking for the pinfall. Trouble positioning here for Preston. Official right on top of it. Gonzalez trying to drive again. She's got to wrestle again at the back half of this. These Shrine Duals are trying to preserve as much gas in the tank, if you will. Trying to wrap it up early here. Coming in just under a minute in the second period. Preston fighting hard, trying to get into her stomach, and she does just that. But back to that point you were talking about, Matt, definitely with the new point system and the changes and stuff, you do see wrestlers be more and more aggressive with the takedown, something that Dennis and I, when we've been covering wrestling out through this year, something that you brought to the attention many times, Dennis.
Yeah, it's, like Matt and I talked about, the rule changes have really helped speed things up and make this sport a lot more fun to watch.
So it is now 10-0. 4 more points awarded to Gonzalez. She has been on a clinic right now. As far as looking at the records from last year for most points scored in a match for the girls, you got Gonzalez. She's close to being in the top 3. You had 11-3. Taylor Plumley scoring that one. Lakin Clark scored 12, and Amanda Yeager scored 18. That's the most all-time in these Shrine Duals. Small sample size, but Gonzalez putting on a good clinic here. 5 seconds into the second period. Gonzalez, can she get the pinfall? Oh, 1 second, saved by the bell for Deja Preston. So we'll bring it back to the center. 4-point near fall. It is now 14-0. What a good start for Team West.
And all she needs to do is score a point, and it's going to be a technical fall. Preston needs to do everything she can to score to avoid the tech. Another shot by Gonzalez. She's looking for the finish. And she's going to secure the 3, earn the technical fall. That is 5 points for the West. In wrestling, you get 3 points for a decision, 4 for a major, 5 points for a tech fall, and 6 points for a pin. That puts the West up early, 5-0 over the East.
Wow, how about that? Big tech fall. And just like that, Destiny Gonzalez, she now, I believe, they got her up at 16, so she came close to being the all-time leader. But now we move on to our boys matchup here at 141. Blake Slaven of Santa Fe Trail, Shane Todd of St. Francis. Slaven, a 4-time state qualifier, 1-time state placer, and regional champ. You have Shane Todd from St. Francis, 3-time state qualifier, 2-time state runner-up, and a 1-time regional champ as well. This should be another entertaining matchup here, Denny.
Oh, yeah, no question about it. We're not going to see, I don't think, a bad match today.
No doubt about that.
You see Blake Slaven in on a single leg. Shane Todd countering with the whizzer. Nicely done by both wrestlers.
Slaven over 100 high school varsity wins. Also a member of the USA Kansas Wrestling Folk Style team. Currently undecided on his college of where he's going to go. But you had Shane Todd, a senior year record, 32-10, high school career record, 123-39, 120-plus wins. That is unbelievable. A Kansas team qualifier for the Fargo team and a 4-time kids state qualifier as well. He's committed to Barton Community College. That young man's got a bright wrestling future ahead of him. Still looking for our first points here early as we approach about the halfway point of the first period.
Yeah, both wrestlers trying to feel each other out and set something up. There we see Slaven in on a single leg again. And like we were talking about, you're seeing more and more wrestling moves. He looks like he's trying to set a Peterson up there, but it looks like Slaven's going to come out on top.
Nicely done. Much needed there for Blake Slaven and Team East. With that tech fall victory from Destiny Gonzalez, West with the lead 5-0 over Team East, just getting things started.
Slaven's got a far ankle, deep waist. Now he's switching to a single leg. Shane Todd trying to escape.
Slaven had a good grip on that leg, lost it. Now Todd.
Yeah, he was using the bow and arrow to try and set up the near side cradle.
And there he goes. So 2 points on the reversal, so still Slaven with the 1-point lead. And now you got Shane Todd in control of this one, as that will conclude action here in the first period. Disc is flipped. It's going to be option to Todd. And it looks like they will go neutral.
Yeah, and like Matt was saying, that is a big thing now. There used to be a real strategy on whether to take the bottom position or the top position, but nowadays with that 3-point takedown, it's just not something that wrestlers want. You want to spend that energy to get one, or do you want to stay on your feet and have a chance to get 3?
Exactly.
Been a pretty consistent theme so far, at least for the first 2 matches, as far as getting that decision in the second period. Both have chosen neutral So far, 5-3 now. Todd with the 2-point advantage now over Blake Slaven, one of many of the talented wrestlers out of Santa Fe Trail this year. Denny, you and I were covering one of the regional championships in Class 4A this year over at Tonganoxie High School, and I remember we saw there were 3 or 4 different wrestlers from Santa Fe Trail over there, just putting on a clinic, and they were well represented at the state tournament as well. Obviously, with Slaven being one of them.
Yeah, you got Todd working. He started out with a crossbody ride. Now he's stretching him out. And, the things I notice about these West wrestlers, they use the legs a lot more than the East, it seems like, or they're leg riders.
Well, I think just mat wrestling in general is stronger out West, and legs, everything. If you run into some kids from Garden City, look out.
Yeah.
I think in general that's where Kansas wrestlers need to improve the most when we wrestle on the national stage and in college is mat wrestling. That's where we you can see in college how good they are on top. And Kansas just, for whatever reason, we usually are pretty competitive on our feet, but that's where we need to improve as far as what Kansas could do better at.
Is that something that's just been in the past? Obviously, you guys, your wrestling knowledge, it's going to be flexed all throughout today. Is that something that has just been through past years or so, like different coaching styles and the way they do it out West compared to East, or what do you attribute that to?
I think it might be just like the type of kids that you get. Like you get a lot more just maybe gritty. Just
I like it.
I think the kids just like to grind away on top, and if they're not scoring, they're wearing you down. And in the East, it might be considered just like highly technical, really good on your feet, and the East is trying to catch up. But in general, the West is considerably stronger than the East most years. But
yeah, and I'll throw this in too as far as timing on this thing. I was in a regional match, and the first time I or my head coach had ever seen the crossbody ride was put on to me by a wrestler named Ortiz from Goddard. And so they've been doing it a long time.
Right.
And that's 2 more added for Shane Todd. So he is starting to build up on his lead.
That reminds me of the Dan Gable move in his Olympic gold medal match, where he was in on the thigh and shooting the crotch, or shooting the half with his leg.
It was about 1:15. And Shane Todd, he committed to Barton Community College, just committed not too long ago before these Shrine Duals got started.
And Todd just dominating the mat wrestling, as we talked about. He's see how he's got those legs in there, and his opponents, his feet aren't even on the mat. You just can't.
Yeah, it's hard to get back to your feet if your feet are taken away from you.
Currently, that's exactly what I would think too. It's really hard to get any momentum or leverage or anything.
He jumps across to try and throw the half, countered by Slaven.
Approaching in 35 seconds. It's a 4-point difference right now. Slaven, time starting to run short. Going to try to make something happen as of right now. Now 30 seconds and under from Team West, taking the first 2 matchups of these duels. I think another factor to consider too, these top wrestlers we talked about at state tournaments just a couple of weeks ago for the vast majority of these guys and gals that are here today, but just the season overall, very grueling.
Oh,
grinding,
absolutely it is.
gritty, like you mentioned there too. So even another great reason why when they're here today, they've been through a long season. And this is physically and mentally taxing on them, but the fact that they still show out and help raise money for Shriners Children's Hospital, it's tremendous. So Shane Todd gets the win. So far, first 2 matches go to Team West. Team East looking to make up some ground here as we now move back to the girls' side. 103 pounds as we go to Canyon Burtis of Baldwin High School against Kersey Carlile out of Liberal High School. Burtis from Baldwin, 3-time state qualifier, 1-time regional champion, and Carlile from Liberal, a 2-time state qualifier and 2-time state placer. Burtis was a varsity starter, 2-time Frontier League champion, 2nd place 2025 in the 4A regionals, and a 4th place finish at state this past year. 3rd place Adidas All-American Nationals in 2023, committed to staying in Baldwin City. She's going to Baker University as she just committed early in March. As for Carlisle Liberal, she had a 6th place finish at 6A state this year. A second place finish at 2025 6A Girls West Regional as well. She's got background experience at Greco-Roman and freestyle wrestling and has no interest, or at least for the time being, not wrestling at the college level. So this is her final wrestling matchup right here at the Shrine Duals. And again, Burtis big for Team East. It's just like that. Carlile with an answer for Team West.
You know, it's wild, that whole sequence. Carlile actually had position for a takedown, but Burtis was able to trap the head and get a 7-point move.
Wow.
Yeah, that was quite a flurry.
Yeah, that's another 4-point near fall now, where we didn't have that in the past.
Yeah, last year, that, you know, during the high school season, that would have been a 5-point move, and you get 2 extra points, 1 for the takedown and 1 for the extra near fall point.
Exactly.
You can see Burtis trying to trap the arm. Carlile's doing a good job of keeping her hips back so she doesn't get trapped in that throw again. Burtis needs to raise her head a little bit. Bad position for Burtis. She needs to be careful here. She's giving up a near fall.
Oh man, Carlile keep pushing, and they had tangled up like a pretzel. Now Burtis, look at the way
And
she's
now
able
Burtis
to do
looking
it.
for near fall.
Wow.
This is a lot of fun here.
Janie points back and forth, 4-point near fall. How about that for your point total in the first period, gentlemen?
So 2 points for Carlile near fall, and then a reversal and 4 near fall points for Burtis.
9-5 is the total in favor of Burtis after the first period.
Wow,
Definitely score from anywhere mentality. I love it.
Yeah.
No question.
I mean, when one was getting an advantage, starting to get the momentum going up, the other was just able to answer counterpunch right back. That was about as fun as the first period, I think, that we have called here in the Shrine Duals.
I love
in
it.
The first 2 years we've been doing it. So now the official, he is over at the scorers table, and they're talking over right now. Currently on the board, there's 2 kind of scoreboards they got. They got a scoreboard above the mat, and they have the official one on monitors by the scorers table. They have it at 9-7, Burtis over Carlile. And on the big board, they have it 12-5, still Burtis over Carlile. So talking it out, trying to find what exactly is the right score total.
In my head, Burtis has a 7-point move and a 5-point move, so I think the 12 is correct.
I would think.
Because she had 3 near fall the last one because she ran out of time. And Carlile has 2 near fall and 3 in a reversal, so
it is 12-5.
Maybe they gave her a third one. It's either 4 or 5, so 5. Okay.
Yeah,
flurries like that are hard.
Yeah. So there you go, 12-5. Matt right on top of it in favor of Burtis. Opens up with a 7-point margin here at the start of the second period. By far the most entertaining matchup so far, and we're only 3 in.
Right.
Carlile back to her feet. Burtis able to take her back down to the mat.
Love the physical mat returns.
Not giving an inch. No quarter given between either of these two.
You can see Burtis trying to trap the leg so she can't get around. She needs to circle around. She's going to give up 3. Carlile with the takedown.
Makes the score 12-9 in favor of Burtis.
Team score East 0, West.
Now 12-9. Carlile doing everything she can, trying to close this gap between her and Burtis.
I feel like Burtis is kind of trying to use some rolls, use positioning.
There it is. Right on cue, Jonesy.
Carlile does a great job of keeping the position and waiting for the roll through.
And I would just say that's got to come with some good balance. I would think, right?
Well, just being aware of your body. Like, that's why we do gymnastics things and tumbling. We do rolls. We do cartwheels, all these things so your body can react in odd positions, and this is a perfect testament to that.
2 more scored here for Burtis. That's going to extend her lead back up to 3, 14-11.
What a wild
closes
match.
it out there at the end. Wow. early contender for match of the afternoon, match
Holy
of the duels,
smokes.
if you ask me.
Yeah.
25 points and a pin.
And what a big win for Team East, too. Their first win after seeing the first two go to Team West. Cannon Burtis with the pinfall victory in the final seconds of the second period. Now in the boys 165 pounds, Aiden Carmack of Shawnee Mission North against Jay Schartz of Great Bend. Carmack, a three-time state qualifier and a team captain in 2025 out for the Shawnee Mission North Bison. And for Jay Schartz coming out of Great Bend, a four-time state qualifier and a state runner-up in the 2025 5A state tournament. We will see Schartz wrestle again. He'll be wrestling his West teammate at the very end of these duels. That is Duncan Bell out of Hoxie, but he will take on Carmack right now.
Carmack, a big, strong wrestler, good positioning, kind of a thrower.
Yeah, that's called a Kelly back in my day.
That's what I call it today.
Yeah.
Both of these guys experience between folk style, freestyle, and Greco-Roman wrestling. Take your pick. Both of these guys have experience with it.
And we see that the new rules in play again with
Schartz in a good position here.
Yeah, with Schartz got 2 control points inside the ring, so he's scoring back points.
Our official Josh Bayer, he is right on top of it, just waiting for it. Massive points going to be racked up here for Schartz if he doesn't get the pinfall.
Yeah.
And there it is. So another big win for Team West. They take 3 of the first 4. Jay Schartz at 165 pounds at a Great Bend. He pins Aiden Carmack of Shawnee Mission North. More fuel in the tank for Jay Schartz. We'll see him again to close out these Shrine Duels. We now back to the girls' side, 110 pounds. It's going to be Molly Spader of Washburn Rural, a 3-time state placer, 2-time Fargo qualifier, against Camila Martinez of Remington, a 1-time state champion and a 1-time regional champion, 36-4 overall record. She won the 3-1A girls 110-pound state title this past year. Molly Spader, 119 career wins at varsity at Washburn Rural and 2 straight runner-up finishes at 6A state.
Yeah, Spader's tough. She's a good, solid wrestler. She can hit a big move from just about anywhere, kind of like Burtis.
We saw her head coach, Damon Parker. He was one of the coaches for Team East last year. Right. I imagine he is here in this gymnasium, too, as he supports all of his Washburn Rural wrestlers, no matter where they go. And Molly Spader, one of the better ones that he has had come through that program. A folk style Nationals All-American as well. Team Kansas Junior Duals member, 2023 Greco state champion. Her resume is stacked. Martinez, nothing to be shabby about as well. When she won her state title, she won it pretty fast. She got a pinfall within the first 48 seconds.
You know, it's interesting to note that this year the girls split into 4 divisions. It was 2, kind of a big class, small class with 5A and 6A combined, and 4 through 1A combined. This year they went 2 classes to mirror the girls, or to mirror the boys. So 3-2-1A, 4A, 5A, and 6A are all individual. So girls wrestling is growing, and you know I think the concern was that there would be lots of brackets that maybe were open, but I think that we found out that just wasn't the case. So it was a pretty cool scene this year at the state tournament, having an equal amount of girls qualifiers as there was boys.
Yeah, well, we were talking about it last year, the growth of women's wrestling. Nice elevation put down. Martinez able to take down Spader, and looking for more here.
That's how you finish a takedown.
No doubt about it.
Feet to back, double leg.
Trouble for Spader. Still about 22 seconds. Spader trying to survive. Martinez, man, oh so close. There's the pinfall. Nicely done on the takedown elevation. Brought down to the mat. Good pinfall win over Molly Spader of Washburn Rural. Camila Martinez of Remington, another win for Team West. They are hot out of the gate here.
Yeah, he definitely came out ready to go.
Another matchup on the boys' side. From the east, it's 125 pounds Scott Leandro of Burlingame. And on the west, it's 125 pounds Tate Blackwell of Quinter. Leandro, a 2-time state qualifier, 1-time state placer, and 1-time regional champion. Blackwell, 3-time state placer, and a 1-time regional champion. Leandro committed to wrestle at Neosho Community College. He's wrestled in multiple Kansas Wrestling USA folk style tournaments, pretty well versed in his wrestling background. Blackwell comes in from Quinter Denny, 100 in total career wins at the varsity level. You as a 4-time varsity starter yourself, pretty impressive to get that 100-plus mark.
Oh yeah, that's a milestone. And we have a couple of wrestlers here today that have over 150 wins.
Isn't that wild? We didn't even wrestle that many matches.
Yeah.
Blackwell not wasting a whole lot of time here. Back-to-back runner-up finishes at state freestyle and Greco background, including a Greco state championship. Also a member of the Kansas Fargo national team, two-time All-State Academic First Class member as well. Truly lives up to the motto of student athlete. So we got multiple of those here today as well. Just getting started here, the 2025 Kansas Shrine Duals. So glad everyone's joining alongside us today. I'm Dylan Funk, joined alongside Dennis Drennan and Matt Jones, my broadcast partners today. We're going to take you through all the action this afternoon here. We're live from Fugate Gymnasium at Newman University in the aerial capital of the world, Wichita, Kansas. Where else would you rather be on a Saturday, gentlemen?
Oh, this is awesome.
I spend most of them in a gym with wrestling mats all winter, so
you feel pretty good at home.
Where I need to be.
That's it. That's it.
The first weekend off, I didn't quite know what to do with myself. I was like, I don't know.
Get ready for the Shrine Duals. That's it.
Nice double leg.
That was a nice return, wasn't it?
And he gets the takedown. There's the 3 points awarded. Big for Leandro. 7-2 advantage over Blackwell.
He's trying to stick the crossbody right in there. Not successful so far. There he got it in. He's trying to do a guillotine. And what he's wanting to do is get his opponent's elbow behind his head and then take him to his back and grab his chin. And I'm telling you, you talk about something that really hurts.
Yeah, it's not pleasant at all.
No.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things. Don't put yourself in that position.
Yeah.
That's your best chance. So 7-2 advantage for Leandro after one period. It's been a bit since we've gotten to the second period. We've had a couple of quick pinfalls. Option here, and here we go, Matt. First time we haven't had an option to go neutral, as it will be going bottom. Take Blackwell.
Especially being behind, that surprises me.
Well,
oh, nice.
That was a good mat return. If you've already been taken down and it's your choice, it might be best to take bottom and start chipping away at that lead. And
some try to get to quick escape points and then try to maybe go quick back on the attack.
Or if you're good on top, some people take top. It just depends.
Yeah. Leandro's working for that near side wing. Thing I like about what Leandro's doing, this is fundamental. You see, he's trying to keep that ankle hooked back there until he gets the wrist and the wing, and then he'll try and go around his head and turn him. But nicely defended there by Blackwell. Leandro takes it back to the mat.
Anytime Blackwell's been trying to get back to his base, Leandro returned him to the match, just like Jonesy was saying a few moments ago. Final minute here in the second period. Haven't made it to the third period yet. So we got two more matches before we hit our first media timeout.
Leandro's looking like a kid from the West. He's working those legs over really well.
Yeah, he looks really good on top, a lot of control. You can see his chest there. There's no gap between his chest and his opponent's back.
He's staying back and he's anchored. You can see that right there. That's textbook. Man, we're going to see some good wrestling today, fellas.
Mm-hmm. And so far, every match that follows, it's got to go over the bar of Cannon Burtis and Kersey Carlile. That thriller that they gave us, the third matchup of the day. Man, what a battle it was between those two. Good one brewing here. Leandro still with the lead, 7-2, under 10 in the second period. Blackwell chopped back down, trying to get back to his base. Hasn't been working yet. Trying to get free. Seconds winding down. We'll go to the third period. Shrine Duals presented in part by Leah Smith Farmers Insurance 4-State Agency, is a proud partner of the Kansas Shrine Duals, dedicated to making a meaningful impact not only to their clients but also to their charities and communities they serve. Contact Leah today at 620-670-4590 for your own insurance partner. Thank you, Leah Smith and the 4-State Agency of Farmers, for being a proud partner of the 2025 KWCA Kansas Shrine Duals.
And we had Blackwell just cautioned for a false start. You have Leandro on bottom starting his third period. It was his choice. He caught the leg.
He
caught the leg coming in.
Great technique, right?
Yes, he was trying. He knew he was trying to put the crossbody in.
He was
and
waiting
he caught
for
that leg.
Then your eyes got big as saucers over there. You saw that coming from a mile away. Jonesy as well with the fist pump, man. That got you boys out of your seats over there.
Yeah. That's how you defend a crossbody ride. Really, I've been impressed with Leandro with his mat wrestling. He's solid. And see, he's anchored in the back with that ankle, and he's just so fundamentally sound.
That claw, look at that. It's all the way around on the opposite shoulder.
Yeah, and if you've ever had that put on you, that is not comfortable.
No.
Now he's trying to get a near side cradle. Going to stay in on the legs.
Good finish.
Yeah. That's just good. He stayed back, so he was on the legs.
Yeah, he realized that his position was slipping, so he dropped down to the leg and just went to a takedown finish.
Yep. Oh, he cut him. Now he got trouble.
That's where you go from crab to bear. Crab walk to bear crawl. He didn't quite get to the bear position, but
Blackwell wasted no time. That was his first real window of opportunity he has seen in quite some time. Leandro has been in control, and now Blackwell on top, 9-6, under 30 seconds to go. Blackwell still needs at least 3 to force an overtime sudden death period.
He's doing everything he can to turn him right here, but
I'd consider cutting him and trying to throw him.
Well,
I mean, you give him a point, but
yeah, I don't disagree with that, Matt. And that's what Leandro was trying to do, was to cut him before he fell down and got run over.
Right, I think he just caught his heels on the mat, and unfortunately,
because he did look over at his coach and he went like this.
Right.
So the hot start for Scott Leandro, Burlingame, able to hold on and get the win. 9-6, our first one to go the distance here today at the Shrine Duals. Leandro over Blackwell. That'll help even up these scores for Team West and Team East. We now move on to 117 pounds. It's going to be the first of 2 matchups for Stella Bradley out of Tonganoxie High School against Isabel Garrity of Norton High School. The girls' 170-pound matchup. Bradley 39-6 this year, the 2025 state champion, the first Tonganoxie Lady Chieftain state champion wrestler at the school, 2-time state placer and 1-time regional champ. Garrity as well, a 1-time state placer and a 1-time district champion with a career record of 109-55. Another matchup of a pair of wrestlers with 100-plus career wins under their belts.
Well, you guys are obviously very, very familiar with Stella being the Tonganoxie Sports Live crew. So.
That's it, yep.
Yeah, she's really only been wrestling competitively for a couple of years. So
nice double leg.
To become a state champion in that short a period of time, that's. She needs to get her head to the side and finish.
Right, she got her head stuck underneath, and Garrity did a great job defending it. Looking for some feet to back points.
Oh, Stella comes back.
Nicely done. Bradley, 2024, finished 6th at state. She was a 2024 Baser Lady Cap Tournament champion, a 2024 Spring Hill Wrestling champ, as well 2-time Frontier League champion. 100-plus career wins, like we mentioned, first Lady Chieftain to win a state title. As that wrestling program at Tonganoxie, Danny, they had it rolling on the boys' side, and now the girls' side, they're looking like a juggernaut in Class 4A.
Yeah. Tonganoxie girls won the 4A state this year.
They did.
That's amazing. I don't know if you guys caught it, but Garrity's from Maryland, so
yeah, she is.
That's an odd move.
You beat
Maryland all the way out to Norton, Kansas.
Yeah, you beat me too. That's how I was just getting ready to
the wrestling hotbed of Norton.
Yes, it is.
Norton, multiple boys state championships.
Yep, a 4-star wrestler on track wrestling, MPSSA. That's basically Keisha, but up in Maryland. County and regional champion in 2023. She was the MPSSA regional runner-up in 2024 and a 2-time state placer in Maryland as well, finishing 5th in 2024 and 4th in 2023. Offers from Colby Community College. Stella Bradley also being recruited at the college level by Iowa Central, the home of the Tritons. So we end the first period with 7-2. Garrity on top of Bradley. Remember, this was supposed to be the matchup with Butler between Butler from Shawnee Mission Northwest. Unfortunately, had an injury earlier this week, unable to compete. So Stella Bradley had to wrestle twice. But Isabel Garrity putting on a good outing right now. Another great matchup of really talented wrestlers. We got our final matchup on deck here before our first media timeout. It'll be Bryce Combs of Santa Fe Trail, another Charger we're going to see, and Clayton Considine of Halstead. They will round out our first of 8 matchups. Again, 30 total matchups going to be wrestled out here today.
Ooh, wow. That's some commitment to a half.
Yes, it was.
Bradley did an amazing job to fight off the initial flurry. She needs to get her elbow on the other side. Showing some good flexibility is Bradley.
Still 7-2 Garrity. They got a vice on that left leg, not wanting to let it go from Garrity.
Probably getting close to a stalemate.
Yeah, I'm hoping they're going to call that pretty quick.
Be a good spot for a restart. Yeah. Bradley, you can see her just kind of sliding her knees, trying to work around the corner. Now using that length to go step over for the reversal.
Now Stella trying to work for some back points.
It's just continuing to stick with it. Nicely done for Stella Bradley.
Oh, she's got the butcher.
Yep, you can see she's trying to run the butcher, but unfortunately, Garrity's in a kind of a quad pod position.
Yeah. She's not giving up on it, though.
No, she's got it in tight.
Yeah, she does. That doesn't feel good either.
Garrity's doing a really good job showing some flexibility.
Yeah, it's tough to keep your balance and flexibility when you're. It's hard to breathe with that butcher in there if they get it that tight.
Once you get that butcher locked in, it's really hard to get out.
Well, Stella's going to go for the head and arm. See if she's committed.
Garrity's about to slip out. There she does.
Garrity did a great thing right there and pushing off that elbow.
Well, she's maintained, even giving up some points, she's maintained pretty good position.
She has.
She's keeping her hips back. She's staying in a good, strong position.
Mm-hmm. Stella's giving her all she wants, though.
Interesting.
Yeah, as we go to the third period, folks, you see that QR code on the top right-hand corner of your screen. You can scan that, and that is your personal way to donate via Venmo to Shriners Children's Hospital and the Kansas Shrine Duals. So scan that anytime during this broadcast to donate. And all proceeds from the event today, from the money from the tickets bought to the merchandise bought, everything, the raffles, all proceeds going to benefit children at Shriners Children's Hospital. Over $25,000 raised in the inaugural event a year ago, looking to do that and then some here this year. What a great cause it is. Having a good afternoon so far. Dylan Funk alongside Matt Jones and Dennis Drennan. A minute and a half here in the third period between Stella Bradley and Isabel Garrity. It's Garrity with a 9-4 lead over Bradley. Here we go, end over end again, and it's Bradley that comes out.
Well, Garrity, the position he's in up 5, she kind of went for broke right there, and Bradley did a good job rolling through.
Yep.
And now Bradley's in a position to score and close this match up a little. And Bradley's going to get the reversal.
So that's going to make things a little bit tighter, like you mentioned, now within a single takedown from time.
Bradley, you can see she's trying to work the butcher. It looks like she's going to try to stay on top and work for some near fall points.
If she can't get that butcher in or get her turned her, she needs to cut her loose.
I agree. Just under a minute, down by 3. She's got to make her decision pretty soon.
Team score right now at Team West with 20, Team East with 9.
Time's getting short. Bradley's still pretty committed to the earning near fall points.
Yep.
All Garrity needs to do is just defend right now.
And she's doing a good job of that.
She is. She stays in good position.
20 seconds to go here. Bradley still down 3. Garrity trying to hold on.
There is no quit in Stella Bradley, I can tell you that.
None.
There's been no quitting anybody here today.
Fair enough.
Bradley trying to make something happen. 5 seconds. Got to go quick. Got to go quick. And 2,
Look
1.
at the position for Garrity. Just walking the hips around, staying calm. Good match, ladies.
Well-deserved. Round of applause from everybody in attendance. Garrity takes the win against the 2025 4A state champion, Stella Bradley, 9-6. Another win for Team West. And, man, the great matches just continue to roll on here at the Shrine Duals. Our final matchup before our first media timeout. The boys, 133 pounds. Bryce Combs of Santa Fe Trail against Clayton Considine of Halstead. Combs, 27-10 overall this year, a 2-time 4A state qualifier, 1-time state placer. Considine for Halstead, a 4-time state qualifier, 3-time state placer.
Both of these wrestlers compete in 4A classification. Considine was in deep on that single, but countered well with the Winsor. by Bryce Combs.
Combs, a two-time Pioneer League champion, 2025 regional runner-up, and finished 6th place at 2024 state 4A at 120 pounds. He's also a 2024 Adidas Nationals All-American and a 25 KWCA All-State honorable mention. Considine finishing 5th. We mentioned 3-time state placer, 5th in 2022, 3rd in 23, and 5th in 2024, and a career record of 153 and 34. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
That's a lot of wins.
Yeah, Considine, you see him throwing in the legs right there. And like Matt Jones said, it's hard to get to your feet when your feet aren't on the mat.
Considine also the Halstead High School career record holder for career wins and career pinfalls in a career. He's committed to Barton Community College. It'll be Combs will be attending Fort Hays Tech Northwest.
Neck whip, right?
After this match, there'll be a 2-minute TV timeout.
Here we go, under 40 here in the first period.
Yeah, Considine's got that leg.
Man, oh man, look how tight that is.
That's called a Turk right there.
Combs trying to battle out of it, and he does. That'll be 4 points awarded on the near fall.
Boy, you can't imagine how much energy you burn trying to get off your back.
Oh, I can imagine. I've been there.
Yeah, me too.
It's not fun.
No. He got him.
Yeah.
So there it is, Considine. 2 seconds to spare in the first period. Point to the crowd and to the heavens. Nice performance for Clayton Considine. I'll tell you what, gentlemen, first 8 matches, pure dominance from Team West. Their team total now 23-9 advantage over Team East. We step aside, 2-minute media timeout. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the 2025 Kansas Shrine Duals.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part.
Possibility. At Shriners Children's, we deliver healing to kids with critical burn injuries, like game-changing advances in regenerative medicine and creating the highest standard of care. We never allow your ability to pay for services to compromise the care your child needs, proving time and again what's possible by empowering the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
You don't have to wear boy shoes anymore. You don't have to wear boy shoes anymore.
You don't have to wear boy shoes anymore.
Back here, about ready to get action started here on the backside of the Kansas Shrine Duals. Coming out of the media timeout. It'll start with girls 207 pounds as we go to Orion Brethauer out of Eudora, a 2-time state qualifier, 22-10 overall this year against Emma Hahn of Ellenwood, a 2-time state qualifier and a state placer as well. As we are going to send it down for our first mat side interview, we have BJ Harris standing by with the executive director of the Kansas Shrine Bowl, Bryce Kessler. BJ, take it away.
Of the Kansas Shrine Bowl and the Kansas Shrine Duals, Bryce Kessler. And Bryce, second year of the Kansas Shrine Duals. You did it the first year, must have been good enough to want to do it the second year. Just talk about the success of the first year and then bring it into the second year.
Yeah, well, first of all, good to see you again as well. Thanks your crew to be out here and broadcasting this great event. And, yeah, year one was awesome. You know, we didn't really know what to expect in a year one event. And the wrestling side of it was amazing. The fundraising side of it was amazing. And the feedback, everybody was like, that was awesome. We thought so as well. So let's run it back. And, Newman's been a great host. We're able to do it here for a second time. So logistically, you're able to kind of, correct some things that maybe didn't go as well the first time and make this a great event. So it's been a great second year. We're looking forward to where this can continue to grow in the years to come.
50 years of football and now second year of wrestling. How important has it been, or how great has it been to tap into another sport and another fan base?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everybody doesn't have a son that plays football, and now you get these families who, if it's a daughter, that's the great thing too. We get these female athletes, which is awesome as well, and the way that, girls wrestling has just exploded. So to be able to showcase that talent, and then some of these wrestlers who, maybe they do play football, but maybe they're not all state caliber football players and they are wrestlers. So to be able to share our mission, our ambassadors and the hospital experience, take these kids through that. Some of the parents were here for that. They get to see what Shriners Children's is about, what Shriners are about. So it's just that many more families that are now aware of the benefits that Shriners can provide to their kids, or maybe a family member's kid, or somebody in their community that could benefit from those services. So it's never a bad thing to get more people involved with what you're doing.
And then obviously the kids get to go through that hospital experience, and we'll show some video of that later in the broadcast. But how important did you get a chance to see that connection between those kids and the hospital patients?
I mean, as you know, that's everything that what we do is that's what it's for, and that's what it's about, to have that light switch flip for these kids about why they're out here wrestling 4 weeks after their high school season ended, and why we had them out there in their communities selling ads for the program and things like that. And they get to really see that set in and the meaning behind it all. We say more than a match and more than a game on the football side, and for the kids. Those are the kind of the sayings we have at our events, and that's when it kind of hits home for them. And you get the ovation and the pregame that you heard for those kids, and to see little Lucy, 3 years old, double amputee, coming out there, and she was on the mic earlier telling stories to these kids, and you just see their eyes welling up, and it's an amazing experience for these kids. I'm privileged to get to hear these stories lots of times, and they still move my emotions. And so for these kids for that first time to get to see those stories and hear those things, it's a neat experience.
Obviously we're here, it's all wrestling today, and it's all about this event, but I've been in your shoes before. I know where my mind's at too into the summertime, and just give a quick plug for the next event for the Kansas Shrine Bowl.
Yeah, absolutely. So Saturday, June 21st, Shrine Bowl headed out to Dodge City. So headed out way west for this one, 52nd Kansas Shrine Bowl. So really looking forward, obviously, to that. And, maybe with some of these events now too, you start to get some double tie-ins, and people that have experienced it on the wrestling side now want to go experience it on the football game, and vice versa. People who know about it from the football and get a chance to come and watch the East versus the West here. So, Saturday, June 21st. Anybody who's out there watching, you're looking for tickets, kansasshrinebowl.com. And we'd love to see you out in Dodge and be a part of what we do.
All right, man. Another great event for the kids. Good job.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Bryce Kessler, Executive Director of the Kansas Shrine Bowl. Back to you, boys.
Awesome stuff there, BJ. Thank you, and thank you, Bryce Kessler, for your time. So this is Seth Welch of Erie against Romas Mikado of Cape and Mount Carmel. It was another win for Team West. Tim Hahn winning over Brett Hauer of Eudora. So the total is now 35-9. Team West, we talked about, Matt, red hot out of the game for the team in green singlets. They're coming out red hot here today.
Yeah, they look strong. They look tough, physical, and which is expected.
Yeah, and we kind of have a switch here. Usually if we have, we got a 3A, 1A wrestler from the east side this time, taking on a 5A classification wrestler in Monaco on the west side.
Monaco of Cape and Mount Carmel, a two-time GWAL champion, two-time state placer. 3-point takedown awarded there, so the score is now 7-2. He's got his advantage over Welch. Minute and a half to go here in the second period.
He's picking up back points as well.
Welch, a four-time state qualifier, two-time regional champion out of Erie High School, home of the Red Devils, two-time regional champ, finished first place, or one-time state placer. He finished fourth in 2025 and a 2024 TVL boys champion. Trying to fight back here and make up some ground against Monaco.
I noticed something that Bryce said about the Shrine Duals incorporates girls athletics. What it also incorporates is people of different sizes. Football players are big.
Yeah.
Wrestlers, there's some big, there's some middle, and there's some little. So, there's a place in wrestling for everybody, and you don't have to be a 220-pound athletic boy. You can be a 110-pound scrappy girl or a 120-pound boy that's very talented. So it's really cool. It really is for everybody.
Yeah. And now, I think the question that if I had an opportunity to ask Bryce one question, I think then it would be going to, we've got football, we've got wrestling. Maybe another thing, do we get like a Shrine baseball game, softball, or
it's a co-ed slow pitch.
Soccer?
Again, for the coaches.
Why not? Why not? Again, it's all for a great cause, raising money for Shriners Children's Hospital. You cannot go wrong, no matter what you do, no matter what sport you choose, no matter what kind of environment you choose to get together in. It's all for a great cause, and so glad to be back doing this event here for the second year of its existence. Monaco, a pretty good lead right now, 11-3, closing out the final 10 seconds and counting here in the second period. And for Team East, they could be going into the intermission point. It just kind of keeps rolling on the way it's been going, gentlemen, and the West could have this wrapped up by intermission. Who knows?
Yeah, the Team East is going to have to get going here.
This is a duel. It was back and forth all the way to the final. About 4 or 5 matchups we had. We didn't know who was going to win, and it was East that came out on top. Again, it was the girls team for Team East that did a lot of the heavy lifting. They showed up big for Team East last year. Team West, boys and girls, they've just been firing on all cylinders thus far. Again, that team total at 35-9, their advantage over East. Third and final period here, Monaco v. Welch.
Yeah, Welch has got a pretty good mountain to climb here. If he can't get him turned, he's going to have to cut him and try and get a takedown with near fall points.
He looks like he's going to grind away on top.
Yeah, he's got the power half in there, but he's getting a little high. Monaco trying to come out the back door on him. Yeah, potentially dangerous.
Wrestlers both getting untangled, and here we go again.
Yeah, Welch had an arm bar in there, and it got to the point where it looked like it could be potentially dangerous.
Back at square one, closing in the final minute.
KWCA Region 5, head coach of the year 2025, KWCA official coach of the year. Manhattan High 6A boys state.
Well, some big ground trying to be made up here against Monaco. Under a minute to go in the third. Got to have to start getting pretty aggressive.
He's going to have to turn him.
He's got that wing in pretty deep.
He does.
He's got the cross wrist on the other side. He's going to get back points now. Look at that.
Ooh. He's to set his hips through to get those shoulders down.
Yep, he's trying.
Oh, that's tough. If you've ever been in that. But he can't score enough. He's got to pin him because he's not going to be able to catch up on points.
Right, and he just got a little. The problem when you sit out, you either got to pin him or you're at risk. Made it interesting, though.
He sure did. Yeah, it looks like Monaco's going to hold on for this win for the West.
Yeah, good, clean wrestling. Just give a couple scary back points. Made everybody on the West a little nervous for a minute.
No question.
Your winner from Keeping Mount Carmel High School, Reyes, Monaco.
Let's bring on the 124-pounders from.
All right, here we go to 124 pounds. It's Olivia Lyons out of Burlington versus Kinsley Crain out of Smoky Valley. Lyons 41-9 overall in 2024. 4-time state qualifier, 2-time state placer. And Crain out of Smoky Valley 36-5. Also a 4-time state qualifier, 2-time state placer. Pretty similar resumes looking on the surface between these two wrestlers.
Yeah, and they're both from the same classification.
Lyons with some heavy ties to start out.
Lyons had a wins record of 134, high school record, 2-time state placer, 6th and 3rd, 4-time qualifier, first 4-time qualifier.
We hear the PA announcer here in the arena listing off the resume for both of these wrestlers.
And she's going to go.
Crain career record 119-33, Two-time state placer, a freestyle state runner-up, Fargo team qualifier for Kansas, and the first girl in Smoky Valley history to reach 100 career wins, considering McKendree University. And Matt, I think one thing that I noticed when we were getting ready for these duels is that looking at a lot of these young ladies coming in, we're starting to see that points are now, these wrestlers are starting to get to that 100-plus career win milestone across all classes and across the state, quite frankly.
Yeah, right. And, you know, as girls wrestling gets stronger and stronger every year, you know, just in the 3 years that I've been, you know, closely paying attention to female wrestling, the improvement is just exponential every year. The kids club athletes are coming in and they're immediately taking over varsity spots, and you know, the girls are wrestling. We keep saying Fargo. That's the largest wrestling tournament in the world. It's held in Fargo every July. It's a freestyle tournament, freestyle and Greco, and you know, that's quite an accomplishment to qualify. But to be an All-American at Fargo, you're darn good.
Yeah, you are.
You're definitely doing something right.
Right.
And for those at home listening, if you don't know what Greco-Roman wrestling is, it's no holds below the waist. It's all upper body wrestling and upper body strength. And we're seeing more and more Greco and freestyle moves coming into these high school. Athletes are picking up on them after competing throughout the summer.
Yeah, Lyons also experienced folk-style freestyle wrestling for USA Wrestling Kansas team, two-time Pioneer League champion. She was the first four-time state qualifier in Burlington high school history. That goes for boys and girls, too. Quite an accomplishment for her.
Another one of your coaches from the West Squad from Phillipsburg High School, Andy Kenny. Andy Kenny has been the head coach at Phillipsburg High School.
And we're going to start in neutral. Lyons earned a takedown in the first period.
Our only points so far, 3-0 Lions with the lead over Crain.
And Crain from Smoky Valley tried to throw the head and arm in there and defended really well by Lyons. She sagged the hips and scooted on around behind her and then elevated to take her down.
Look at that tap, sweep, low, single.
Yep. Crain's got the whizzer in there, but now they may stop that.
I can see him stopping it for the knee right there. Yep,
there.
Potentially dangerous.
You guys have like a little crystal ball over there. You can just see things.
We've seen a lot of wrestling, partner.
That's it. I know you have. How many, between years of just either wrestling, watching wrestling, how many total years experience between you two, you think?
Coaching and wrestling?
Put it all together.
Well, I started watching my cousin wrestle in 1965. So a long time.
I'll just chalk it up. It's a long time.
A long time. I started wrestling in AD.
Basically, walking, talking, wrestling encyclopedias of Varsity Sports Live. Dennis Rinn and Matt Jones
Crain,
done like
got it this time.
Crain got the head and arm this time.
Crain showing some strength. That was a tight head and arm, and Lyons just couldn't quite fight off.
Yep.
So another win for Team West, coming in the form of a pinfall for Kinsley Crain over Olivia Lyons. Move on. Boys 149 pounds. It'll be Logan Lagerman of Manhattan versus Brendan Pfannenstiel of Norton. Lagerman, three-time KWCA 6A state qualifier and placer, and Pfannenstiel, three-time state placer and qualifier as well. And Denny, this was the matchup when I asked you, the boys matchup you had your eyes on. I know you've been talking about this one all weekend long.
Well, the reason I do it, again, partner, like we talked about, I'd really like to see these lower classifications come up against the high classifications. And right now we've got a 3-1A wrestler in Pfannenstiel against Logan Lagerman, who's 6A. So hope for a good one here. Yeah, three-time state placer and a state qualifier and placer on both sides. So
both schools, powers in their class. Manhattan, always a tough wrestling school, multiple times team state champions. Same with Norton.
Another matchup, both guys experience in Greco, folk style, freestyle as well. Lagerman's going to wrestle in college. He's signed to wrestle at St. Cloud Community College, and Pfannenstiel, he's got offers. He's just weighing his options, still deciding on where exactly he wants to go. But both of these young men going to have very successful careers at the college level, if not higher. And looking forward to this matchup here, Lagerman v. Pfannenstiel.
Three-time state qualifier and a three-time state placer, placing fourth in 2023, fifth in 2024. In this past season, he was a
As you can hear, these wrestlers are being recruited to wrestle at the next level.
That's just about
nice
everybody
single
that's here.
Oh, right to the back. Wow. Lagerman with a nice move there.
That arm was hanging and he just pulled on it.
He sure did. That's capitalizing on an opportunity there. He did a nice sweeping single leg, and then Pfannenstiel kind of made a mistake and left his arm hanging, and Lagerman hooked it up and took him straight to his back. 6-point move.
Lagerman, a career record, 140 and 41, 2025 6A West Regional Wrestling Champion, 2023 Bakun Classic Outstanding Wrestler. Pfannenstiel also 100 career wins at Norton, a National Greco Dual Team member as well. I mean, both these wrestlers, this is tremendous here. Lagerman so far with the advantage, 6-1 under 45 seconds in the opening period.
Pfannenstiel's got the 2-on-1 on Lagerman's arm. That's a very popular move in Greco.
That's probably good to get to neutralize some of Lagerman's speed.
Yeah.
Team West has had control of the total team numbers, 44-9, their lead over Team East. Not even in double digits yet is Team East. Lagerman trying to change it right here. Pfannenstiel wrapped around the leg, brings him back down to the mat, gets the 3-point takedown.
That'll tighten it up and make it 6-4 for Lagerman. There's a Granby roll.
Trying to come out.
Now they run out of
scramble.
Mat. Yeah, it was a good scramble.
Bring it back to the center. We got a special interview. BJ Harris standing by with one of our Shriner ambassadors. We'll send it down after the conclusion of this match, so don't go anywhere. Going to hear from Colton Metzler. Had a chance to talk with that young man last year. We're going to hear from him again here in just a few moments. We head to the second period. 6-4, Lagerman still leading over Pfannenstiel, but it is still anybody's matchup.
He was from the South Bay Trail. He's now coaching in Gardner, Edgerton, Tyler.
He's not really anchoring anything back there, but he was able to get Pfannenstiel's hips down. Looks like he's trying to work for a wing. Near side. Cross face, trying to do the butcher. Backs out of that.
His dual record, 98 wins, 28 losses. He's coached 56 placers and 146.
Pfannenstiel set up for the reversal.
Yep, got the point, so now within 6-5. You almost feel like in a tight matchup like this, whoever can get the next takedown and take that lead or expand on it, they can end up holding on to the very end, and it's Lagerman that does it.
Nice ankle pick there by Lagerman.
And quickly with the escape, so points still going towards Pfannenstiel. 9-5 is now the total.
Yeah, we are now in the third period, and there was something put on the internet that Matt and I talked about as far as wrestling goes. The first period goes to talent. Second period goes to hard work, learning, and commitment. And the third period goes to heart. And that's what we're seeing here today. Yes.
All these seniors representing Team East and Team West, they've shown that, dedicated that through all of the entirety of their, not just their high school wrestling careers, but even their kids' wrestling career, everything in between as well. Man, this is some of the best being on full display. All proceeds going to benefit children at Shriner Children's Hospital.
Another nice shot, but countered nicely by Pfannenstiel.
Coming in short time, about 10 seconds. Still a 3-point lead for Lagerman of Manhattan.
Yeah, a takedown will tie this up if Pfannenstiel goes, but he's running out of time.
It's out 2-1, trying to get some points here. They roll and whistle blows, and we will head to the third period in a 3-point match. Shriner's Children's have been providing hope and healing to children for more than 100 years. Your support of the Kansas Shrine Duals has a direct impact on the more than 320 Kansas children that have been served by Shriner's Children's over just the past 10 years alone. Shriner's Children's, the most amazing care anywhere. Scan the QR code in the top right-hand corner of your screen to donate today. The points were awarded there at the end to Lagerman, so it's 10-6 opening up here in the third and final period. And, gentlemen, we could be in for another good finish.
Could be.
Yeah, Pfannenstiel decides that he doesn't want to go on top. He's just going to concede the point and wrestle on their feet, which I think that makes sense. It'd be hard to make up that much ground if you can't turn him.
Exactly.
I say that, and he turns him straight to his back.
That's what we call an announcer's jinx, Jonesy.
Yep.
He certainly caught him in a bad way.
He's caught him on his hips.
Oh, here comes.
Whoa!
Wow, look at Lagerman. Coming out the back. 4-point near fall, but 2 on the reversal for Lagerman, so it's still a 1-point match. 12-13. Pfannenstiel has his first lead, though.
Oh, what a good match. He's setting up the near side cradle.
Oh, he hopped to the wrong side.
Yeah, he did.
Whoops.
Uh-oh.
That was...
You better keep coming with it.
Pfannenstiel caught him in a bad spot, looking to wrap it up here. Lagerman trying to fight. There's the pinfall. And that gets Team West up and off their feet.
Had the cradle locked up and got pinned himself.
Yeah, he went to the wrong side.
Yeah, he did.
53 seconds to spare in the third and final period. Pfannenstiel gets the pinfall win over Logan Lagerman. Let's preview our matchup coming up here at 131. Isabel Reyes from Shawnee Heights against Ashlyn Hahn of Stockton. Reyes, a 3-time state qualifier, a 1-time league and regional champion. Hahn, a 2025 state champion, 3-time state placer, and a 2024 USA Wrestling Kansas champion as well. As we now send it over to BJ Harris, standing by with Shriners ambassador Colton Metzler.
Hahn has a 140-15 career record with 117 career wins. She is a 4-time state qualifier, 3-time placer. This past season, she was an undefeated state champion.
Wow.
How about now? You got me now down here? Hey, how about that? BJ Harris, we're down here with Metzler, Shrine Hospital ambassador. They were part of the hospital experience earlier today. And
This is a 3-time state qualifier.
he was down here filming me. I got wrestling lessons just to get. But Colton's been for a long time. Colton, what's it been like being a part of the Shrine Hospital experience?
Really bad.
Yeah, it's basically just a second family to me. Whenever I need them, they're there for me. And I like getting the message across to all these young men and ladies just about what Shriners do and what the mission is. They're not just here to wrestle, they're here for so much more.
Out of Ellis High School, and you wrestle a little bit. How cool has it been to have a sport that you're so involved in be represented at the Shrine level?
Yeah, it means a lot because I know a lot about the sport, and then I come out here and most of these guys and some of these guys I wrestled along with throughout the year and seeing their successes throughout the year, so it's cool to watch them in a duel where nothing really matters and they're just here to have fun.
All right, well, thanks for being here. Thanks for the hospital experience the other day. And who you rooting for? Who's your favorite wrestlers out here rooting for today?
I know Carter Cryer and then Tate Blackwell. They're from around my part of the neck of the woods. I'm from the west side, but all in all, I'm rooting for the kids.
Always for the kids. Very diplomatic answer. Thanks to you, Colton. Back to you guys.
Man, well versed there, Colton Metzler. What a great answer that was there.
Right.
Yeah, rooting for the kids.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you, BJ. Thank you, Colton, for your time as we resume action here. Isabel Reyes of Shawnee Heights, Ashlyn Hahn of Stockton, 5-0. Hahn with the lead over Reyes. 140 career wins for Ashlyn Hahn of Stockton, 117 career pins. Second undefeated season for boys or girls in school history this past year. We're capping it off with a 2025 state championship, 41-0. What a year it has been for the senior out of Stockton High School. Isabel Reyes also 100-plus career wins, 109-27, 104 career pins. She had a second-place finish at state in the 5A tournament, a one-time United Kansas Conference League champion and a one-time regional champion, academic All-State as well, 2022 and 2023. She will be attending Grandview College in Des Moines, Iowa. Meanwhile, for Ashlyn Hahn, no decision yet on wrestling at the college level.
I can see why she's undefeated.
Yeah, she's tough. That retract she hit from underneath was textbook.
Oh, I'm telling you.
2024 USA Wrestling Kansas State Champion, 2023-24 freestyle runner-up, and a 2024 Southern Plains Greco runner-up as well. National All-American in 2023. We'll go to the second period. Hahn, a big lead, 9-0 over Reyes.
And again, partner, this is a 3A, 1A wrestler in Hahn, who's undefeated against a 5A Shawnee Heights wrestler in Isabel Reyes.
37-3 too on the year. I mean, this is.
It just goes to show you classifications don't mean a lot.
That's it. That's it. It's one thing with some other sports you can see some disparity there, but wrestling, it's definitely, it's almost chalk. It's square zero.
Right.
Score to start the second period. 9-0 in
Reyes is in danger of being tech-balled here.
Yeah, Hahn looks tough.
She is. She hit a textbook fireman's to get the first takedown. She
Reyes with some good defense right here.
She really does.
Trying to work her front headlocks here.
Oh, man, nicely done there, though.
Just staying in good position, not giving up on your attacks.
Yep. And she's keeping that wing, too.
Yep, on the left side, she's got her wing.
If she turns her, this could be it. Yeah, there's less than a minute to go, though. Not much happening here. She can't seem to quite capture that far wrist.
Well, and Reyes is doing a good job of keeping her hips clear.
Yeah.
But Hahn going to the wing half.
Oh, there you go.
That's been a really popular combination on top.
My shoulder just kind of aches looking at that.
Oh, Reyes did a great job defending it.
She really did.
She has. Trying to hang in, down 12-0. Hahn has been in control from the get-go.
She's got
to add on more here.
She's got it deep now.
Ooh.
Yeah, she set her hip ball. Yep. That was textbook too.
Very patient. You could tell that she was confident in what she was trying to do. She just had to wait for Reyes to make that little fine mistake, and that happened, and Hahn was able to put her away.
Nicely done. Another win for Team West. They are running away with this duel. 56-9 is the team totals now. West leading the East as we move to our next matchup. At 157 pounds, Braden Frey of Olathe North versus Blake Winsor out of Pratt. Frey, the Olathe North Eagle, two-time state qualifier and placer, and a one-time 6A regional champion. He's the 2025 157-pound Sunflower League champion, also a USA Wrestling Kansas Team Greco and Freestyle 16 and under state team qualifier. He's being recruited by Pratt Community College. Speaking of Pratt, that's where Blake Winsor comes from, the four-time state qualifier, three-time state placer, and a two-time regional champion. 100-plus career wins, the NWCA Character and Leadership All-American Award winner, three-time Central Kansas League champion, also being recruited by Pratt Community College. So this could be a matchup, partners, with two teammates.
Yeah, they better get used to each
next
other.
School year. Yeah. Sure, there's going to be a lot of times in practice and stuff they'll be going up against each other, as right now Braden Frey is favoring that right leg, right calf. Might have tweaked it a little bit.
I think he's got a cramp.
So they're going to slow things down here for a little bit, tend to him, make sure that he is okay. We will step aside here. You're watching the 2025 KWCA Kansas Shrine Duals.
Our whole vision of becoming the four-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's
some good news. Braden Frey being tended to. Looks like he's going to be okay. We are going to keep rolling along here. It's 3-0 Winsor with the lead. 1:12 seconds coming out of this injury timeout. Still in the first period.
And again, this is a 4A wrestler from the West taking on a 6A wrestler from the East. He's still favoring that leg. I don't. It looks like he's cramping on him.
I would guess. You know, Frey's a pretty good commitment to hard work. He wrestled freestyle the last couple years. You know, he wasn't a varsity wrestler his freshman year, and he wrestled in the off season and really made a commitment to getting better. And
there you go.
He made the state finals this year, and his twin brother was right there, had to hold him back so he didn't run on the mat to cheer him on. It was pretty awesome to see.
That is very, very awesome. So like we mentioned, the Sunflower League champion at 157 pounds as well. It's been a good battle and a good journey for Braden Frey, capping it off here. Senior campaign, wrestling at the Shrine Duals, already being recruited by Pratt Community College. Again, wrestling against what could be his future teammate, also being recruited by Pratt Community College, Blake Winsor, out of Pratt High School, home of the Greenbacks.
Yeah, they're the Frogs. They were called the Bullfrogs when I wrestled Pratt.
Well, they're the Greenbacks now.
They are, yes.
They're the runner-ups in the Class 4A state baseball tournament. Lost in the state championship game against Rock Creek, the Mustangs, but it was a good tournament, good showing in the spring sports season for Pratt. Greenbacks back at it, looking to get back to the state tournament this year. Still 4-0, Winsor with the lead over Frey.
You know, Pratt's one of the top JUCO programs in the country, top 10 usually. Tough programs. A lot of the good kids in Kansas go out there and wrestle for Coach Kepley.
Looking for the takedown. Winsor, elevate, takes him down.
Nicely done. Textbook double leg.
And Winsor has looked pretty sharp in this one so far. And Frey mentioned tweaking that right leg. He's still out there gutting it out. And we're going to close out this first period with 3 seconds, 2-1. It'll be 7-0 Winsor on top as we head to the second period. Thank you to Napa Auto Parts Logan County Implement for sponsoring our wrestler lunch and hospitality today during the 2025 Kansas Shrine Duals. Logan County Implement in Oakley is a proud supporter of the KWCA Kansas Shrine Duals. Everybody treated to some Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches today. Fresh fruit and vegetables, chips. Had a whole spread for everybody today. Thank you again, Napa Auto Parts, Logan County Implement.
Oh, nice single leg and ankle pick. Nicely done. He's just going to cut him and take him down again. Trade 3 for 1. That's a pretty good deal.
Yep.
And 56-9 is your team totals. West with the lead over East. Remember, last year, Team East won 72-62, and Team West already close to matching their point total from last year. And we're not even to our intermission break yet. Still one more match to go. Ellie Ruffin of Spring Hill and Kaylin Davis of Halstead. That'll be coming up. Our last and final match before our 15-minute intermission.
No, he's got that near side cradle in tough, but he defended by Frey. Oh. He's not afraid to throw that crossface in there, is he?
No, he's not.
Going to cut him loose again. So 1 point going to be given here to Frey. Winsor looking to take him right back down. It's a 10-point lead for Winsor. Sizing him up, looking for his opportunity under 50 seconds here in the second. Tie up, pushing Frey back. Tying up in the arms. A little muscle per muscle here. Keeping that foot in the circle. Point of contact remains intact, and now it comes out. We'll bring it back to the center. 35 seconds to go.
A little chippy here. Frey pushing Winsor there.
Kind of wonder why Windsor's going to the upper body. He's been pretty successful, you know, working low to high.
Yeah, he really has.
And a matchup of two wrestlers being recruited by one of many colleges, but both by Pratt Community College. And you mentioned tensions starting to get a little bit chippy there at the end. Winsor up by 10.
Well, these wrestlers at this level aren't used to losing.
No, they're not.
That's another 3-point takedown for Winsor, taking Frey down over there in front of the bench of Team East. And that has pretty much been the story so far of these Shrine Duals. It has been Team West has pure dominance coming out of the gate. Now 16-3, Winsor expanding on his lead. Maybe looking for a potential tuck fall, as we still have just now 5 seconds here in the second period. We'll go to the third.
Like trying to set that tilt up that we were talking about.
He was, yeah.
You look at the most points scored for the boys team last year. Cohen Wright of Independence put up 20 in a win over Gregory Martinez, and it was 17 points by Tucker Work of Colby in a win over Colin Winkle. So if Winsor can close out this third period strong, he can actually become the all-time record holder from most points scored in a boys match here in the Shrine Duals. It's always fun when you have these things that are just getting started out because, hey, you're a record holder. It doesn't matter if this thing's been going on for 2 years or 200 years.
That's a freestyle defense right there.
Yep, diving for the ankle.
Yep.
Well, Frey with a nice shot from space. Winsor doing a good job defending it. Tech fall.
19, so he gets the tech fall, so he'll have to settle for this second in the all-time record books. 1 point shy of tying the all-time record set last year. 19-3, Winsor over Frey. Another win for Team West. They might have this thing wrapped up here before intermission. 56-9. Now they've updated it. I was about to say that sounded really familiar. 61-9 now is the total. Final matchup for intermission. Ellie Ruffin of Spring Hill High School 2025 KWCA 5A second place finish and a one-time Frontier League champion. 35-10 record this past year. Going against Kaylin Davis of Halstead, a 3-time state qualifier, 2-time state placer. Davis finishing 4th at Kids Club State in 2024 and was ranked top 3 in the state at 130 pounds this season multiple times. She's going to Butler Community College on a track scholarship. And Matt, I'll turn it over for you. Fill us in on the bio of Ellie Ruffin of Spring Hill.
Oh, Ellie's a really good kid. She's a softball player. They had games yesterday. I think they had a doubleheader. So, you know, working on getting on weight last night. Drove down to Wichita this morning, so she's a busy kid. And her teammate Campbell Murmur's also on the E squad, fellow softball player as well.
Yep, we'll see her a little bit later on. Ruffin as well, gonna play at the collegiate level, not in wrestling. She's committed to play softball at Baker University.
Man, what a wizard.
Good little scramble for the ladies. Both of them haven't had an opportunity to score. Davis secures a takedown. Ruffin's right out.
Back to the feet we go. 3-1 Davis. Ruffin also a two-time first-team academic all-state member, 2024 most improved female wrestler, and mentioned the Frontier League champion of 2025.
Yeah, Ellie went on quite a run in the postseason this year. Nice snap down.
Yes. Trying to go around the corner, but unable. Watch out.
Right there, close to the edge of the cylinder.
You got Davis trying to set up a Kelly, it looks like. Now she gives up on it.
And we'll bring back to the center.
Going to restart back in the middle.
29 seconds still to go in the first period. Just a 2-point contest between Ruffin and Davis.
Front headlock position, definitely one of the staples of Coach Woofter and Spring Hill. Definitely a position they feel confident in.
Right behind me to my left is Nathan Rockelman. He's the head coach at Barton Community College.
Under 10 to go now, short time, first period. Both wrestlers still up to their base. They may want us to get aggressive here at the end. Short time, under 3, and Ruffin, and that will do it as we go to the second. 3-1, still our score.
Ellie had a high C attempt at the end there, but it's kind of a little bit too far out. She needs to turn the corner a little bit faster if she wants to be able to finish that. She's going to choose bottom.
That's another thing I've noticed with the girls and some of the boys is how quick they are.
Right.
Man.
It's a lot of, in general, athletes, the training that is available to them is just light years ahead of where it was
I know.
Even 10 years ago.
Yep.
Ruffin working to get out on bottom.
Getting to her feet. Got away.
She's going to score. Davis still holding on to a 1-point lead, though. Got the takedown in the first.
Anybody's matchup so far in our minute and a half in the second period.
Yeah, you see that difference in the score change. Oh, nice.
Ellie in on a high C.
Yeah. Oh.
There you go.
Almost got herself in trouble.
Yeah, she did.
With the peek out.
Yeah.
But she gets the takedown. Davis not wasting any time.
Ruffin now takes the lead. 5-3 minute go, second period.
That's smart there just to cut her. She was in trouble. Give up 1, not 2.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to give up the escape.
Yeah.
Unless there's 2 seconds left and you're up by 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't do it, though.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Be aware. Have that conversation lots of times this last season.
After cutting her loose, now just 1 point advantage, 5-4, still in favor of Ruffin. Lock up again. Now,
that was nice.
Nice takedown for Davis.
Yeah, right to her back.
Turned the corner beautifully.
Yes, she did.
Before Ruffin could really even react, that was nicely done for Davis. 3-point takedown and a 4-point near fall. That's a big move there, folks.
And she just waited until Ruffin stood up just enough to give herself a window to attack.
Yep.
And she changed levels and went right through Ellie's defense.
Talk about a 7-point swing to take a 6-point lead as we head to the third period, 11-5.
Give Ruffin credit, though, getting off your back where she was at. It was hard to do.
For a second there, she was flat backed.
Yeah.
With some work to do here in the third period, trying to come through big for Team East. Hasn't won a match. It's been quite a stretch here in this next set of matches. We're coming up on our 7th and final match before our first 15-minute intermission. Still 61-9, Team West with the lead over Team East.
Oh, nice.
Just chopped from a little bit too far away, shot to the back leg, and you could see she got her, Davis did a really good job trapping that far arm.
Yeah, she would have been better served to keep that elbow in.
Right.
Yeah, this is a 3-1A wrestler in Davis taking on Ruffin from that's a 5A. So you can see that a lot of these matches today have gone to the lower classification.
Yes. Ruffin gets caught in a bad position, and Davis with the fall.
So Team West, they started this first half strong, and they finish it strong as well. Kaylin Davis from Halstead, a pinfall win over Ellie Ruffin of Spring Hill. That'll bump the team total up now to 67 for Team West as they surpassed their total amount of points they had last year at 62, and they met that at the halfway point here. 67-9, a lot of work to be done for Team East as we will step aside for a 15-minute intermission. We'll come back, kind of recap this first half. All that and more coming up here at the 2025 Kansas Shrine Duals.
Our whole vision of becoming the four-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients.
Possibility. At Shriners Children's, we deliver healing to kids with critical burn injuries, like game-changing advances in regenerative medicine and creating the highest standard of care. We never allow your ability to pay for services to compromise the care your child needs, proving time and again what's possible by empowering the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
Hello, and I welcome you guys back in. Dylan Funk here with you. My broadcast partners, Matt Jones and Dennis Schrader, will join me momentarily as we sit here. It's at the intermission right now. They just turned the clock on to 15 minutes as we just are at about 13 minutes, 50 seconds. That is when we will resume action. But in case you're just now joining us, it has been all West, literally, from the start of this one in Wichita. Pure dominance. 67-9 is your team scores here at intermission. We still have the other 15 matches still to come. 15 down, 50 to go here at the second annual KWCA Shrine Duals. Last year it was Team East with the win 72-62. That has not been the case here this year. Pure dominance from the West. We just capped it off with a pinfall win for Team West. Big win, getting the pinfall over Ellie Ruffin. It was Kaylin Davis of Halstead and sent us into our intermission here, breaking down the first half a little bit. We still have BJ Harris. He's been roaming around. He's been doing a great job getting interviews for us today. They're recognizing many different Shriners and people working behind the scenes that have made this event possible here today, so well-deserved for everybody. There are a lot of moving parts of making an event like this work out, from the broadcast side to the administrative side as well. The executive director, Bryce Kessler, we got an interview with him during the first half of matches, and he explained kind of everything that was going on. And this momentum for Shriners, it rolls on into the summer with the Shrine Bowl. That has been the big go-getter for him. You're just in the second year of the Shrine Duals. We're coming up on year 52 for the Shrine Bowl. Excited for that to happen later on this summer in Dodge City, as it's always a good time to remember that it is always for the kids.
Their whole career has been about themselves. Their whole career has been about getting to college to be the best athlete they can be. This might be the first time they've taken all that they've been given and done it not for themselves.
My name's Sierra Brumbach, and I've been a Shriners patient since I was 11. I got to go through Shriners without having to pay $1 for any of my surgeries, my prosthetics, my FOs, my external fixators. It's just insane. That's all I can say, honestly.
How do you thank somebody for saving your child and your family like that? Sierra would not be where she's at today if it hadn't been for them.
It was really fun to actually be there and interact with other kids that were going through things that I went through as well. There was a lot of surgeries there, but I also had a lot of fun there too. The amputation was my 25th surgery.
That's why we're doing this. You're the reason we're doing this. And the Kansas Shrine Bowl is the primary fundraiser in the state of Kansas for the Shriners Children's Hospital system.
I mean, the game is fun, but that's what it's all about. Giving back to the community and helping those kids.
I coached in 283 NFL games. And the Shrine Bowl, I still look back at it, that was as exciting a game as any that I ever went into as a player or a coach.
It was something that will have a lasting impact on me. It really made you appreciate why we were playing the game. It wasn't just a high school all-star game. You know, it had a much bigger meaning, bringing notoriety to a very important cause. It made you feel like you were playing for a lot more than I had probably ever played for in my life.
Every kid who thinks they're going to be any good at football thinks about the Kansas Shrine Bowl.
Before the game, I was going to a junior college. After the game, I had 4 Division I coaches standing at my locker with a full ride scholarship. And the Shrine Bowl tipped myself into that, where I could develop some relationships that later on led to my career.
We want to be an all-star event, and that's why we've added cheer, and we have band, and we have all these other activities, because we wanted to make it as special as possible. I want people to feel they've made an impact by doing something fun. We're a philanthropic organization looking to raise money for kids to help them get to the hospital, get hotels, get surgeries.
It gives you a chance to concentrate on making your kid better, not having to worry about that.
My quality of life has definitely improved, and I've gotten to do so much more than I've ever wanted to do.
We want people to know that the money they donate to the Kansas Shrine Bowl is going to impact kids in their community. We're always going to provide those services. You can help by supporting the Kansas Shrine Bowl as the official fundraiser for Shriners Children's in the state of Kansas.
It's going to be a terrific event, be taking place Saturday, June 21st at Memorial Stadium in Dodge City, Kansas. You can purchase your tickets today at www.kansasshrinebowl.com. You heard us talking about it with the Shrine Bowl and then here with the Shrine Duals. It's so important to incorporate with these different body styles and kids with different backgrounds. You got the same thing with the Shrine Bowl too, because you heard about there. You got the cheer worked in there. You got the marching band in there too, and all tied in with the Shrine Bowl. It's a great event. I highly encourage, if you can make the drive down to Dodge City, you should. Some of the best football players in the state of Kansas will be going on full display again, playing for the kids, raising money for Shriners Children's Hospital. That's exactly what we're doing here live at Newman University inside Fugate Gymnasium. It's 67-9. Team West with the lead over Team East as we got about 8.5 minutes left to go in the intermission as we step aside. More coming up next on the Shrine Duals from Newman.
Our whole vision of becoming the four-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part.
Possibility. At Shriners Children's, we deliver healing to kids with critical burn injuries, like game-changing advances in regenerative medicine and creating the highest standard of care. We never allow your ability to pay for services to compromise the care your child needs, proving time and again what's possible by empowering the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
You don't have to wear boy shoes anymore. You don't have to wear boy shoes anymore.
You don't have to wear boy shoes anymore.
here. Action rolling along here. We got about 6.5 minutes before we pick things up here at the second annual KWCA Kansas Shrine Duals. Again, it has been an all-day affair here at Newman University Fugate Gymnasium. It started this morning. You can see the calm before the storm, the gym. When our crew arrived to set up, all the photo opportunities, everything were set up. Programs were stacked mountains high near the front doors. Wrestlers showed up this morning. This is their first time being around each other. Picked up their swag bag, all the apparel that you're seeing there, available to purchase here inside the arena as well. There were singlets laid out. All the team members sign them, and those singlets will be auctioned off. All the proceeds going to benefit the children of Shriners Children's Hospital. Of course, got to get the photo opportunity in there. A lot of great photos being taken all throughout today. Started with a little bit of a warm-up session, getting out there, getting loose, getting ready, interacting with your teammates and from people over to the West as too. We've seen a lot of interaction between across both teams. Fans started rolling in at about 1 o'clock. That's when they opened the doors here. People coming in, filling out the gymnasium. It was an autograph session from about 1 to 1:45. All the team members sitting at the table, everyone showing up with their programs, belts, just about anything you can think of. They were signing them. Getting the all-star treatment, all the Shriners on hand, and the hospital ambassadors, too, getting a chance to tell their story, their life experiences of overcoming their problems and their struggles and how they have been able to succeed through Shriners Children's Hospital. These team bonding activities, so awesome because it is people getting a chance to see what these hospital ambassadors have had to overcome in their lives. So it's kind of good team building, team bonding exercises being done there. And that would happen all throughout this morning and spend a lot of time with these young kids. How adorable is that shot right there? One of our youngest hospital ambassadors, 3 years old, had a big smile, sticking her tongue out to everybody. She was just absolutely adorable. But that's what it's all about here at the Shrine Duals from Fugate Gymnasium. As I will signal over, I'll bring in my broadcast partners, Matt Jones and Dennis Drennan. And fellas, as you guys are getting set over there, we're sitting here, we're about 4.5 minutes away from getting things started back up again. I'm just going to ask for your quick thoughts here. Team West up big, 67-9. Key takeaways from that first half.
The West is really good.
Really?
Now, there's been some matches that the East were ahead in, several, and the West, maybe got a pin or maybe came from behind, and, that just happens sometimes. But the West looks really solid.
Yeah, I agree with you, Matt. And looking forward, going forward, I'm not feeling real confident if I'm rooting for the East.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, and that's how it is at state every year for just about every classification. So
well,
that's
and that goes to show you, last year the East won it, and now this year the West is going to win it. So we'll create a rivalry here, hopefully.
That's right. Yeah, hopefully so. It's nothing but the best as we send it back down to BJ Harris, who's sitting aside with another special guest. BJ, take it away.
School, Ellie just wrestled a minute ago. Didn't go the way you wanted to, but how has this experience been, and how fun has the Kansas Shrine Duals been for you?
It's been a lot of fun. I never really expected to be chosen for this. I started wrestling 3 years ago, didn't expect to get this far in. State runner-up, couldn't ask for more. So this experience has been really great for me. And my friend Campbell, we've been going through this all together, so it's been a really good experience.
Yeah, Campbell Murmas, state champion, will wrestle in a little while. Her head coach, Tucker Woofter from Spring Hill High School, joining us here. An all-star event for wrestling, Tucker. It's been a while since that's been in the state of Kansas. I know the timing can be tough, but how exciting is it to be able to give these kids an opportunity to showcase their talents?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we're talking not only are some of these kids the best wrestlers in the state, but they're some of the best human beings in the state. And for some of them, it's their last opportunity to ever get on a mat. And that's the big deal. And then more importantly, they get to go do what they love and give back to somebody that truly needs it. I think that's what's special about our sport, is that the big picture is always out there. So,
all right, we'll go back over to you. You got a couple of teammates here too, and obviously it's an individual sport, but to be able to come in with two other teammates at this event and kind of wrapping up your wrestling career, that's got to be special.
It's definitely really special. I mean, I've gotten a family out of this sport. People say it's probably the hardest sport ever to do, and it really is. But whenever you're suffering with the people around you and you guys really grow those bonds, it makes it really special. And the sport of wrestling really has a special place in my heart. So,
Coach, you got three kids wrestling in this. You had some success this year at Spring Hill. You've been there for a long, long time. What is it that the special sauce that goes in to make a good wrestling program and these kind of kids we've got here representing Spring Hill?
I think the sport of wrestling is so tough and physically, mentally, and emotionally demanding that you have to go find good people that are willing to come in and work and try and get better, and they're willing to invest in other kids. We're just really fortunate at Spring Hill to have quality people and good parents, and that's what's doing it. It's nothing that we're doing in our program. We just have tough kids that are willing to work for it. So when you get a kid like Ellie who comes out as a sophomore, she can find success because of her work ethic and the attitude of the people that she's got around her.
Well, there, guys, it doesn't get much better than that. You've got good people doing things for good people, for kids that need help. And if you can find something better than that on a Saturday to do, I'll give you a high five. Ellie Ruffin from Spring Hill High School, Tucker Wolfter, Spring Hill High School. Back to you guys.
Awesome stuff, BJ. Thank you again. Nice to hear from her. And Jonesy, 3 years of experience for her, and she's here at the Shrine Duals. I never thought I'd be selected for this event, but, man, awesome to have her here.
Yeah, state runner-up, though.
Hard work, dedication.
Hard work indeed. The wrestling program in Spring Hill looking like a well-oiled machine right now. Like I mentioned, 3 Broncos. We saw Ruffin. We're going to see Campbell Mermis a little bit later on, and Gage Winger at the boys' 285-pound matchup. That's all still to come. About to get things started here, coming up in 30 seconds. Let's throw it up now to thank this year's champion sponsors of the KWCA Kansas Shrine Duals. Our champion sponsors this year are fully promoted in Lawrence, Northwest Kansas Shrine Club, Watkins Realty and Insurance Agency LLC, Hutch Auto Body, Central Valley Ag, Pro Valley Insurance, Napa Auto Parts, Logan County Implement, and Wellhead Systems Inc. Thank you all for your tremendous support in being proud sponsors of the KWCA Kansas Shrine Duals. So 15-minute intermission is all done. Here we go. We got 15 more matches coming your way, and we start with the boys' 157-pound matchup. It'll be Casey Bolin out of DeSoto High School against Brady Dueling of Bishop Carroll. Casey Bolin, a 4-time state qualifier, 2-time state placer. Dueling out of Carroll, a 2025 5A, 150-pound state champion, a 4-time state placer, and 4-time all-state wrestler. Denny, this was another matchup that you were talking about, particularly with Brady Dueling. What a resume that young man has coming into today.
Yeah, no question about it. He's got all of the boxes checked. He's going to be a tough out here.
Yeah, Dueling's tough. Bowling is really good too, and Bolin wrestled at a higher weight class, so that might come into play. He was 157 and Dueling was 150, but as you look at Dueling, I don't think size is going to be an issue. He's pretty thick.
Yeah.
Dueling 33-4 this year. Bolin 16-4. He's a 4-star wrestler on track wrestling, a career record of 121-32. 4-time state qualifier, 2-time state placer. The UKC Boys League 157-pound champion this year. Brady Dueling, the ESPN Wichita Athlete of the Week this past March. 2-time junior national dual team member, 3-time GWAL placer, 1-time champion, 1-time regional champ. So all Honor Society, National Honor Society member as well, academic all-state first team. We can go on and on. It's a laundry list of resumes for both of these guys, but here we go.
Is a 4-time state placer, placing 5th, 3rd, 6th, and 1st.
Feeling each other out here. Bolin takes a shot. Nicely done.
Nothing yet.
Dueling has trapped the ankle. You see this a lot in freestyle.
Yep. Dueling multiple-time freestyle and Greco State placer.
Nicely done by Bolin.
And that's big for Bolin to get out in front here, looking to ignite this rally, this comeback here in the back half of this Shrine Duals, gentlemen. Team East down 67-9 as we get things started. 14 matches still on deck after this one.
Yeah, Dueling able to, another freestyle, dive for the ankle.
Yep. Yeah, you see that a lot.
Yep.
Last weekend in the NCAA Wrestling Championships.
Mm-hmm.
3 more going to be awarded here to Dueling, so he takes his first lead, 4-3 over Bolin.
Dueling really in on the legs. He's got an ankle hooked, and he's got the far ankle in his right hand. I don't think they're going to let him go much longer. This looks like a stalemate to me.
Short time here, 1 second, and that'll do it. End of period, we'll just take care of that. 4-3, still anybody's contest. Dueling from Bishop Carroll with the lead over Bolin out of DeSoto. The choice will now go to Bolin. What will he want to do?
Yeah,
he will elect to go
deferred.
down.
Wow, I'm surprised. He took him down.
Fun fact, DeSoto High School, home of the current Little Rock wrestling coach, Little Rock Division I, Neil Erzman.
Oh, yeah?
State champion out of DeSoto High School.
Nice.
Oh, nice chin drop right there by Dueling. Bolin got a little bit too far on his set out, and boy, did Dueling take advantage. Just chin dropped him right to his back.
Dueling's one of those guys that, he's not really flashy, but he stays in such good position. He's so powerful when he's in those positions. He's hard to score on. That's why Bolin's takedown was so good in the first period.
Yeah, no kidding.
And that may be when you start to get these high caliber wrestlers, maybe like you mentioned, not the most flashy or whatever, because it really comes down to a lot of fundamentals.
Right. It really does.
In fact, for Dueling, also a journalism state qualifier, team captain of the team. He's considering wrestling in college or joining the Coast Guard as well.
Yeah, the Coast Guard has a wrestling team.
Yeah,
Best of both worlds for him, then, right there.
A lot of the services have that. There was a Bonner Springs wrestler that wrestled for the Navy.
Yep. Well, Wyatt Hendrickson started at Air Force and then transferred to Oklahoma State once he was out of eligibility at Air Force because they don't do graduate on their wrestling team. So
local kid, about 25, 30 minutes north here of Wichita in Newton, Kansas. Now NCAA national champion.
Right.
Yeah, and I'll date myself here, fellas. That wrestler from Bonner that wrestled for the Navy, his name was Lloyd Ford. And he wrestled the Russians, and get this, on the Wide World of Sports.
Nice.
In black and white. And defeated the Russian.
So it's been 8 unanswered points for Dueling. And right as I say, there's the 1 point going to be given to Bolin. So it's now 8-4. But Dueling has taken good control of this match after being taken down early from Casey Bolin. Under 30 to go here in the second period. Another stalemate called there, gentlemen.
Yep. Bolin's really got his hands taped up. I don't know if he's injured or if that's just the way he does it.
He was only 16-4 this season, so I'm going to assume that he was fighting an injury at some point.
Yeah.
Look at that hip control from Dueling.
Yeah, he's amazing balance.
Here comes it in, 3-point near fall, so in total a 6-point move. Now a 10-point lead for Dueling, 14-4 as we head to the third period. The lead over Casey Bolin. Like mentioned, Denny, both hands and wrists being taped up there. It's been a long road this season for all wrestlers participating here today.
Yeah, when we had the intermission, I went down and talked to a few other coaches, and I'm like, "What are you doing with your weekends?" They're like, "I don't know what to do with myself. Like, I have afternoons off now, and wrestling's just a grind. It's weekends, it's evenings, and
I was a kids coach for 9 years, and I'm telling you what, that's a meat grinder.
Oh, kids wrestling is brutal. Yeah, the kids get to high school and they're like, "Oh, it's so quiet in here."
Yeah,
yeah, it's calmer, but it's still pretty. It's intense. It's a long season for everybody, the kids, the parents, the coaches, but. When it's dark and cold outside, there's nowhere else I'd rather be.
Right. Yep. Dueling trying to pick up that ankle. Bolin defends that. Dueling's got the makings of a.
He knows he doesn't have to do anything major. He just needs to maintain good position and maybe work for a stalemate or let Bolin make a mistake. Bolin knows he's got to have something big.
Nothing yet after all that. Still 14-4. Coming up 40 seconds to go in the match. Things stay where they are right now. Now 15-4 for Dueling. It'll be another win for West. They are on quite a hot streak right now. East does not want a match, I believe. You got to go back to on the front side of the first media timeout that we took.
Yeah.
All the way back of
Leandro.
Yeah. Scott Leandro at 125 pounds. That was our 1, 2, 3, 4, our sixth match of the afternoon. Since then, it has been all Team West, and Dueling doing his part. Now a 14-point lead, under 10 to go, so that is going to wrap it up. Again here, Brady Dueling, he will end up picking the win against Casey Bolin out of DeSoto. Dueling of Bishop Carroll. So that'll put Team West over 70 points, well on their way to claiming this dual victory after dropping it last year to Team East by 10 points, 72 to 62. Nice round of applause from the West coaches. Now over to 145 pounds and a 47-3 overall record. Haley Potter of Burlington versus Lily Pendergrass of Arc City, 24-13 overall. Potter, a 2025 state runner-up, 4A East Regional champion. Lily Pendergrass, Arc City, two-time state qualifier. Action continues to roll along on the backside of this intermission. 124 career wins for Haley Potter, 2025 4A East Regional champion, 135 pounds for Pendergrass at Arc City. Overall record 85-45. The first female state qualifier for Arc City High School in 2022. A two-time overall state qualifier 2022 and 2025. USA Wrestling Kansas Folk Style and Greco team member as well, recruited by Northern Oklahoma College.
Good opportunity for the East to get back on the board. West has been on what I'd call a heater.
I would say so, yes.
A really, really hot heater.
They closed it in on the 10 straight match victories at this point.
See a lot of Greco influence so far.
Yeah, just the hand fighting in the position is so much more advanced.
It's all upper body right now. Nice underhook. Got to finish it though.
Potter active feet. Double leg attempt.
Got to finish. Elevate. Got her head to the side.
Pendergrass.
Yeah,
Pendergrass showing some heavy hips to get her feet and legs back.
Very much.
Nicely defended.
Back to square one. We're halfway through this opening period.
Nice snap down from Pendergrass. It's hard to snap down a wrestler that's taller than you. I speak from experience.
Yes. Taller wrestlers will have a little more leverage, it seems.
I hated wrestling people that were tall.
Yeah.
Potter looking for another double A. Again, heavy hips from Pendergrass. Not let her do it.
Yeah. Lily's
Pendergrass with her own shot. Trying to run her feet.
To the center we go again. 14 seconds. Still looking for our first points.
You know, I notice when they shoot, they're getting into the legs, but they're not getting their hips to the outside, so they can't finish. It's really hard to blow straight through another athlete.
Yeah, a good athlete.
Right, yeah. I don't know if we've had a no-score first period yet this afternoon.
No, we haven't.
Lots of attempts by both wrestlers.
They're going to take her chances of getting an escape here. A reversal. Man.
Pendergrass is running that half with authority.
Yeah. Man.
Potter circling with it. And you see that a lot more in women's wrestling, is the ability to defend a half, just because of the structure of the shoulders. Like a guy doesn't bend that way.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, fighting the hands.
Trying to peel him away, moving out, trying to get out of the grasp of Pendergrass.
There you go,
she does.
turn into her. That's the right way to do it.
So that's how we get our first points in this match. It comes just a little, about 30 seconds here into the third period, or the second period. 1-0 Potter in front of Pendergrass.
I'm feeling we're going to see a throw at some point.
Yeah, they're trying to set. She's trying to set the head. There it is.
Headlock.
Head and arm.
Again, using your crystal ball, Jonesy.
Yep, you could see her trying to load it up, going over the top, and
got her. Wow.
It was a good effort. Both wrestlers feeling each other out. You saw the throw coming. It came, and then the win was not too far behind. Pendergrass, another win for Team West. They are, like you mentioned, Jonesy, on a heater. Gets the win over Haley Potter. So now we move on to the boys' 174-pound matchup. It's Samson Tootle out of Seaman High School, 3-time state qualifier, 2-time UKC champion, and a state placer against Easton Nicholson, one of 3 Hoxie wrestlers we will see here today. Gentlemen, 3-time state qualifier, 2-time state placer, and a 2025 state champion. 35-2 overall is Easton Nicholson. 34-16 overall is Samson Tootle out of Topeka Seaman.
Yeah, and again, we've got Nicholson, who's a 3A, 1A wrestler against a 5A wrestler. I don't think we've seen a Hoxie wrestler today lose, if I'm not mistaken.
Hoxie doesn't lose very often, that's why.
This is the first one. We'll see Easton Nicholson. We'll see Samuel Watkins at the final match before our next media timeout, and then Duncan Bell. We will see him wrestle against his West teammate Jace Schartz of Great Bend to wrap up these duels. Yeah, part of the 3-time team state championship for Hoxie. They've won the last 5 3-1A team championships. 2-time state placer, 3rd in 2024, won it all this year. 2-time regional champion, the 2025 MCL 175-pound champion. And for Tootle, just 1 win shy of 100 career wins. 99 is what he finishes with, a 3-time state qualifier. He was the 5A 175-pound state placer in 4th place this season. 2-time UKC 175-pound league champion, being recruited by Barton Community College for wrestling. Now Tootle would love to do nothing more than to pick up that 100th win here today. That'd be a big one for Team East. They've been staring up at that 9 spot on the scoreboard for quite some time. It's now 77-9.
Yeah.
We mentioned West in the middle of this 10-plus winning streak of matches. They have just rattled them off. The only 2 wins, I believe, for Team East. They came all the way back in our first set of matches with Canyon Burtis of Baldwin and Scott Leandro from Burlingame. I believe those are the only 2.
Yep, a decision and a pin, I believe.
Yep.
So that last win for Pendergrass, that just made it 10. So Team West and Easton Nicholson looking to make it 11 in a row. As we head to the second period, still looking for our first points.
That was a good shot there by Nicholson, but countered well by Tootle.
Nicholson deferred, choice to Tootle, and he will choose bottom.
Back-to-back matches with no score in the first period.
Yeah. 2-time UKC Conference champion is Tootle. Pretty good competition out there in the United Kansas Conference. You mentioned Basin Linwood, their boys and girls wrestling teams out there. Juggernauts as always. We saw Casey Bowen, representative of DeSoto. You mentioned the state champion, former the head coach there. Now he's got that program rolling along too. Tootle representing Topeka Seaman.
Yeah, and Heights has been represented by one of their girls, and Spring Hill will be joining the UKC in 2 years. They have 1 more year left in the Frontier League, and then they're moving on with Spring Hill growing. They're one of the larger 5A schools, so they need a sub-varsity competition, and Frontier League is just too small for them.
Spring Hill, I think they fit in pretty nicely with the UKC. They'll do good.
I don't like the driving. I say that in the Western Kansas schools, drive 2 hours and don't even bat an eye.
Good matchup here thus far. Still 0-0.
Nicholson riding tough.
Shriners Children's has been providing hope and healing to children for more than 100 years. Your support of the Kansas Shrine Duals has a direct impact on more than 320 Kansas children that have been served by the Shriners in just the last.
Nicholson will not give up on that half.
The most amazing.
That's not going to feel good on Tootle's neck, I can tell you that. He's been grinding on it. Oh, now he's got the wing. If he can get that wrist, Tootle could be in trouble. He's got it. He's going to run it. He caught him.
Nicholson caught Tootle, and that will end. So no points scored, but caught in a bad position was Tootle, and Nicholson picks up the win. Good match. There's 17 seconds to spare in the second period, and another win, making 11 in a row for Team West. They are on fire. Let's go to the girls' 160-pound matchup next. 36-0, the Finney State champion, Kaylin McCaddy of Girard, going up against Zoe Brown out of Plainville, 38-7. Zoe Brown, a 4-time state qualifier, 3-time state placer. And somewhere, BJ Harris down there, Matt's side, grinning very big. The former Girard Trojan himself, watching McCaddy getting at it again. 36-0, a 3-time state qualifier, undefeated 3-1, a 165-pound champion this year, a 2-time regional champ, 2-time Fargo qualifier as well. The first Girard wrestler, boy or girls, to reach 100 career wins and become a state champion. Also had the fastest pinfall win at state.
McAtee just
that actually
got taken down.
Could have been called out of bounds by the time control was established, but
I agree, Coach.
We're going to go 3-0.
Yep. He awarded
McAtee's going to be on bottom. You know, Girard's program's only a few years old. It was started by Scott Reek, who's coached at Pittsburgh, coached at Columbus. His son Storm going to be a junior next year for Girard.
Out of bounds again. We'll bring it back to the center. Zoe Brown out of Plainville, 102.35. It's her career record. 4-time state qualifier, 3-time placer, a second-place finish in 2025 through 1A at 155 pounds. 2024 USA Wrestling Kansas folk style team member, being recruited by Duane University and St. Mary's University. As for McCaddy, being deciding right now between wrestling at Colby Community College or joining the military. 3-0 Brown ahead with the advantage early. Closing in on a minute to go in the opening period.
Brown tough with the upper body.
Yeah,
Really
both wrestlers have been looking for
throws,
upper body control and positioning, and officials are talking about something. I'm not quite sure what they were. If they're getting the time straightened or what.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, the 1 point they didn't put up the escape for Kaylin. Kaylin has the double underhooks.
He's trying to get the hips in.
He's looking for the feet to back throw. She got the trip.
She's behind her. You need to.
Onto the hardwood floor.
You can see Kaylin trying to drag her feet to stay in balance, and once you hit the hardwood, it automatically stops no matter what.
Cylinder just not big enough to contain these two early.
That's
Third time, we've got to bring it back to the center.
Nice single leg by Brown.
Trying to finish it. McCaddy trying to defend. And again, we bring it back to the middle.
They want to wrestle on the hardwood.
They do.
Let's just take it out to the parking lot, man. Let's go.
Love it.
These young ladies are getting after it.
This is what you expect in a matchup of two state finalists. One of them, Kaylin McCaddy, coming in undefeated, 38-7, Zoe Brown. This is an excellent matchup.
She's got her hands full with Brown, I'm telling you.
Coming in 5 seconds, first period. Brown trying to keep this 2-point advantage going into the second. And
trying to get that.
She will. Yes Athletics is the official singlet and wrestler apparel provider of the Kansas Shrine Duals, a sporting goods company by women for women, empowering girls to say yes. Visit YesAthleticsUSA.com.
Brown with the choice. She picks neutral. Oh.
And she's going to get a takedown and look for back points. One escape.
Yeah, so she got the takedown. That ties it up at 4.
Yeah, nice little 4-point flurry there.
Both wrestlers with a takedown and an escape.
Oh, there she got it locked.
Yep.
She can get the hips in.
Can she get her head out? And she does. There's the 3. Oh, man.
They've touched hardwood 4 times.
4 times.
That's amazing.
The first time they went out, they kept it completely on the map, but every time after that, they've been spilling out. Thankfully, no one's been hurt, no hard collision or anything.
Right.
But these are two ultimate competitors going out, and now McCaddy with the lead 7-4. Under a minute and a half to go in the second period.
Trying to do a crotch lift there. Gets her back down to the mat. Man, she's got that half. Oh, They blew the whistle.
She knew what she was going for.
Yeah, she sure did.
She had the half in deep, those long arms. She had it wrapped around, good position.
Tell it's something that's probably been a good key to the formula of success this year.
Right.
Keep going back to the well.
She got trying to get that, force that half in again. They're trying to do a chin drop.
She grabbed the chin hard.
Yes, she did. Got Brown back down on her belly. Oh, she got a wing now. She just ran a single wing with nothing.
She didn't even have the far wrist. She just
just ran the wing.
Muscled that over, and the East finally.
Finally, they snapped that 11-match win streak for Team West, and it comes from Kaylin McAddy. Finishes her senior campaign a perfect 37-0. Gets the win over Zoe Brown out of Plainville, and that will get some points to Team East. It is now 83-15. West still in firm control as we go to the 184-pound boys matchup. It is Ty Hammers out of Gardner Edgerton, 40-5 overall, against Taryn Kraft out of Hoisington, 38-6 overall. Kraft, a 4-time state qualifier, 3-time state placer. Hammers, 4-time state qualifier and placer, and the 2025 league and regional champion.
And this is, again, a 3-1A wrestler in Kraft taking on a 6A wrestler in Hammers.
Hammers has racked up 137 career wins in his time at Gardner Edgerton for the 4-time state placer, 2-time NWCA and USMC Character and Leadership All-American Award winner in 24 and 2025, 2-time academic All-State and the 2025 Sunflower League 190-pound league champion, being recruited by Benedictine and Ozark University. As for Kraft out of Hoisington, the 3-time state placer, 4-star wrestler on track wrestling, 2024-25 USA Wrestling Kansas folk style team, 2025 Hoisington Boys Cardinal Classic 175-pound champion. He's considering Cloud Community College for wrestling.
4-time state placer on the mat from Gardner.
For the West squad, Taryn Kraft, 4-time state qualifier, 3-time state placer, placing 6th, 4th, and 3rd.
Matchup of guys that have competed on the biggest stages that you can in Kansas high school wrestling, especially here at the Shrine Duals. Been there, done that, another thing checked off the laundry list that they call a resume.
Right.
Oh.
Hammers looking for it, and they go out.
Good defense by Hammers. He was in a bad position.
He was. He even had the hands locked behind his back.
He did.
And he came back with a strong whizzer and dropped his hips and got out of it. He got it again.
I think Hammers needs to wrestle with his elbows at his ribs.
Yeah.
Get those elbows in a little bit.
He sure does.
Those T-Rex arms.
I'm not sure he wants to go upper body strength with this.
That's definitely something Kraft is looking for. That's the second time he's gone for it deliberately.
He's playing into his wheelhouse.
Hammers again getting a little stretched out.
See Hammers attack down low. Short time now.
So we head to the second. Still, Goose is looking for our first point. Leo Smith Farmers Insurance 4-State Agency is a proud partner of the Kansas Shrine Duals, dedicated to making a meaningful impact not only to their clients, but also to the charities and communities they serve. Contact Leah today at 620-670-4590 for your own insurance partner. Again, 620-670-4590.
Well, he got to his feet quick there.
2-second escape.
Yeah, got away. I'm not too sure Kraft wasn't going to cut him anyway, but
sometimes being on explosive bottom's all about want to and just being intentional.
Now, Kraft is really wanting to wrestle with the upper body. Oh, he got the throw. He's going to get 3 anyway. I don't think he got him
to come with it. There it is. So 3-1. Kraft takes the lead over Hammers.
Escape by Hammers, which makes it a 1-point match.
Hammers with an opportunity to score here.
Yeah. He had him on his hip.
Final minute here in the second. Bring it back to the center. 3-2 Kraft over Ty Hammers.
Good job of officiating today, I think.
Absolutely, I agree.
Those guys had some pretty impressive resumes, too.
Yep. Got plenty of years of experience, some with 31-plus years wrestling here at the Kansas level, as Josh Beira out there manning this current match right now. Hunter Edwards as well, 6 years as a registered Kansas official. He's officiated 4 Class 4A state wrestling championships here in Kansas. Kyle Roberts, 19 years and 19 years as a official with USA Wrestling Kansas and 14 years with KWCA registered. 24 total championships he's been able to officiate. Travis Shield, he was the one that had the 18 years of NCAA official experience coming in. He's been a part of 4 NCAA super regionals along with 24 KWCA state tournaments coming into today.
That's pretty impressive.
It's an all-star event not only for the wrestlers, but for the coaches and for the officials too.
Man, Kraft really working that upper body.
He's
Hammers he's done a good job defending it for the most part, other than that one little flurry.
Yeah, Kraft really working that bear hug. Just not able to finish on Hammers. I'm sure that's one of his signature moves. Hammers doing a good job defending it.
Hammers with an opportunity for a snake. Redirects, goes the other way to a sweep. That was nice.
Kraft trying to spin out of it. Hammer still has a hold of that leg. Not one to give it up.
He's trying to hook that ankle back there. There you go. Hammers gets his head out. He could.
Trying. Now both men back to their base, brought down, met at the mat.
Good balance by both wrestlers.
Both of them are staying in good position.
Yeah.
No one giving an inch. Minute 15, 1-point match. Could be in for a thrilling finish.
Got a cradle locked up. That's 3 for Green.
You heard the threes echoing here in the gym. That was everybody for Team West. They wanted it. Took a couple of seconds, but they were awarded to Kraft. He now takes the lead 7-2.
Yeah, but Kraft got greedy there and tried to take him to his back too soon.
2-point reversal for Hammers.
Yeah, Hammers come out. And now he's back on top.
Under 50 seconds to go.
Good match.
Unfortunately for Hammers, he needs 4, and he's going against a guy that's pretty comfortable in the upper body.
Yes, he is.
Throwing position.
Short time, too. Now 25 seconds. Hammers got to make something happen fast.
He was trying to get a head and arm there.
Might as well let it rip.
Yeah.
Kraft knows he doesn't have to do much right here, but just stay in good position.
Hammers looking at the score, too. Both men will just concede here at the end. Great showing.
Good match.
Taryn Kraft at Hoisington gets the win over Ty Hammers out of Gardner-Edgerton. Dominance for the West continues. So that'll bump the totals up. It's still Team East with 15 points. It's still currently 83 points for Team West. They'll add on some more points as we go along. So getting into the final 2 matches here for another immediate timeout. Girls 160-pound matchup. Malia Martin of Piper against Ashlyn Rose of Scott City. Malia Martin, a 2025 5A state champion at 170 pounds. She was the runner-up last year as well. UKC League Wrestler of the Year, an all-time record of 89-30. Another academic all-state wrestler 2023 and 2024. She opened up as the preseason #1 at girls 170 pounds in 5A, visiting multiple colleges in March, as anybody is going to be lucky to have her. As for Ashlyn Rose, 35-9 out of Scott City, a career record 103-50, a third-place medalist at the 4A state tournament this year. Honorable mention all 4 years of high school, 2025 regional champ, and the first girl in school history to reach 100 career wins.
Both ladies trying to fight for the tie that they want. Nice snap down by Martin, showing some speed. Look at that foot speed going around the corner for that go behind.
Yeah, quick.
That snap down, commit, chase the leg.
She got the takedown.
You know, she connected the dots on that attack from the snap down to immediately, as soon as her opponent lowered, just spun around behind. Martin.
Oh, here comes the head and arm.
There it is.
You could see as soon as she went over the top, she was looking for that.
She's got a vice grip on it and closes it out. Got Rose to the mat and closes it out shortly after. Almost not even breaking a sweat from Aaliyah Martin. She gets the win over Ashlyn Rose. Again, Martin out of Piper, Rose out of Scott City. Another win for Team East. It is now 86-21. Team West still with the lead. And to close us out here before the media timeout at 197 pounds in the boys matchup, Landon Dobson of Manhattan, 3-time state qualifier, 2-time state placer, against Samuel Watkins, the second of 3 Hoxie wrestlers today. Watkins, a 2-time state champ, 4-time state qualifier and placer. 163 career wins for Samuel Watkins. This should be another doozy, Denny.
Yeah, no question about it. And again, like I like this, the small class of Hoxie going up against the 6A from Manhattan and Dobson.
And Dobson finishing second at 6A this year at 215. He finished third at 2024 at 190 pounds. 2 fourth-place finishes at the Newton Tournament of Champions 2025 Bob Kuhn Prairie Classic. 215-pound champion. He was also the halfback on the football team that won the 6A state championship this past November. He's being recruited by St. Cloud Community College up in Minnesota. As for Samuel Watkins, you mentioned those 163 career wins, the third Hoxie athlete ever to have 150-plus career wins. Very, very impressive.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Defending back-to-back 190-pound 3-1A state champ. He finished third in 2023 and the runner-up in 2022. No worse than a top 3 finish in all 4 times he's appeared at state.
Have a career, young man.
2025 KWCA 3-1A Senior Wrestler of the Year, a 2-time freestyle state champ and 2-time Greco state champion as well. Committed to Nebraska Kearney.
He's got all the boxes checked.
You'll be pretty familiar here. Newton, a part of the MIAA, as is the University of Nebraska Kearney. So you'll be very familiar.
2 champions this past season, coming off a national title.
Yeah.
Could very well have another one added next year with Samuel Watkins. Watkins has the early lead, 3-1 over Dobson, 55 seconds. Still to play out here in the first period.
Both quality wrestlers.
That's the fun part when we're doing the prep for all this, seeing all the resumes and all the bios and information for all the wrestlers that are sent in, and no shortage of talent here at all.
You saw a good flurry right there.
Good defense by Dobson to avoid that ankle pick by Watkins. Showing his athleticism. We won't tell Coach Gardner coach that we think Manhattan won the state title, because Gardner might take issue to that, because Gardner actually won. So we'll keep that between us.
Yeah.
We won't tell Coach Owen.
Going to the second, Watkins 3, Dobson 1. Still anybody's matchup to be played out here.
Dobson won the toss, but he deferred. And Watkins took down.
Silent option ends at the conclusion of this match. Conclusion of this match. Silent auction is complete.
You fellas put a bid in for the silent auction. It's over after this match. Just a heads up. And they've had a lot of auctions, raffles, everything being played out all throughout the day here at Newman University or in the Kansas Shrine Duals, second annual KWCA Kansas Shrine Duals.
Oh, nicely done.
That was slick.
Nice move there for Watkins. Gets Dobson down, looking to finish it, and he does. 33 seconds into the second period. Good show of sportsmanship there between those two ultimate competitors. Watkins from Hoxie. So far, they're 2 for 2 on the day. He joins Easton Nicholson with the win. He pins Landon Dobson out of Manhattan. We step aside, another media timeout. We'll be back with more from the 2025 Kansas Shrine Duals.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Possibility. At Shriners Children's, we deliver healing to kids with critical burn injuries, like game-changing advances in regenerative medicine and creating the highest standard of care. We never allow your ability to pay for services to compromise the care your child needs, proving time and again what's possible by empowering the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
You don't have to wear boys' shoes anymore. You don't have to wear boys' shoes anymore.
You don't have to wear boys' shoes anymore.
Back here, continuing coverage from the 2025 Kansas Shrine Duals. I'm Dylan Funk, joined alongside my broadcast partners Dennis Drennan and Matt Jones. We got the final 8 matchups coming your way here. We're going to start with the girls' 160-pound matchup coming up in a matter of moments. Ashley Schwartz out of Washburn Rural. She'll be facing against Taryn Meek. As Meek comes in a one-time state qualifier, one-time state placer. Ashley Schwartz, 2-time state qualifier and placer, 2-time powerlifting champion as well. As Taryn Meek out of Chaparral, I believe. Did I get that right, gentlemen? Chaparral?
Yep, I think it's just Chaparral.
Chaparral,
Chaparral High School.
Chaparral. Okay, just wanted to make sure. We're going to send it down to BJ Harris here momentarily. He's getting a special guest lined up for another interview. Stick around after the match concludes. BJ will also be standing by with the winning coach and probably a wrestler as well from the winning team, which right now it's 92-21. I'm going to go on a limb and say it's going to be Team West that wins the second ever KWCA Shrine Duals. Team East won it last year, 72-62. It's 92-21 Team West. So completely flipping the script than what it was from a year ago, but we will wait and see.
Schwartz with a nice counterattack for the takedown. Another Washburn Rural girl.
Saw Molly Spader, her teammate, wrestler earlier today as well.
Yeah, Coach Parker used to be the boys coach. And then when Washburn Rural decided to kind of make the two programs separate because they both got so big, he decided he was going all in on the female wrestling program, and they haven't looked back, and they have fun, they dance, you could tell it's the thing to do at Rural. They have 50 to 70 girls out every year.
That's incredible.
It's insane. Yeah, it's great.
It's a 6A juggernaut they have out there. Schwartz also actively mentioned a 2-time 6A powerlifting champion. She's committed to Mount Olive University in North Carolina. And yeah, if you guys are pickle fans, that's also where they make the pickles.
That's great.
So there you go.
Wow.
Only thing, the university, their mascot is not the pickles, they're the Trojans.
That's no fun.
Well, that's it. Has to win via pinfall. That's Ashley Schwartz gets the win over Taryn Meek.
Ashley never even mussed her hair.
I don't think she did.
She made pretty quick work as we go down to the boys. 197 pounds. This is Cole Mathis out of Humboldt versus Colton Stover of Norton. Mathis, a 4-time state qualifier, 3-time placer, and a 7-time USA Wrestling Kansas State qualifier. Stover, 2-time regional champ, a 2-time state qualifier, and a 1-time state placer. As any moment now, just waiting for the green light, we will send it down to BJ Harris. We will hear from the special guest that he has lined up, previewing this matchup a little bit more. Cole Mathis from Humboldt, a career record 127-31. He's a 2025 academic All-State honorable mention, the first Humboldt wrestler to reach 100 career wins. Humboldt High School record for wins. He's the record holder for that as well. 3-time Tri-Valley League champion and recruited by Tabor College in Hillsboro, Kansas for football. As for Colton Stover of Norton, a 4-star wrestler on track wrestling, 2-time 3-1 a regional champion, back-to-back years 2024 and 25. High school 2025 USA Wrestling Kansas High School Folk Style Championship runner-up. Not decided on a wrestling in college quite yet, but there are definitely people calling and knocking at his door wanting his services at the collegiate level.
He's a 2-time state qualifier and placed 3rd in this year's 3-2-1A state tournament at 215 pounds.
Fill out process here. Now we get
nice slide by.
Yeah. Nicely done. Very quick.
First 3 points going to be awarded to Cole Mathis.
Can you hear the coaches yelling, run the pipe, run the pipe?
Yes.
That's keeping that chest pressure on and rotating your feet, trying to break the other wrestler down
nice
to his
trip.
base.
Yeah, nicely defended, though. I'm not going to defend that one.
Oh, he had that pretty. He had it good and cinched up at the knee.
Yep.
So now Stover takes the lead 4-1. 6 seconds. Whistle blows. We bring it back to the middle. Stover asking, talking to the official. He'll head over. Maybe we got to
little bit of blood.
Stop it for some blood. I'm surprised we made it this far into the duels.
Yeah.
This is our first blood timeout.
Right.
We've had one injury timeout thus far. Other than that, this duels has moved along pretty nicely thus far.
Maybe it's the humidity in the air, not as many bloody noses in the spring.
Maybe so. Thank you to Napa Auto Parts Logan County Implement for sponsoring our wrestler lunch and hospitality today during the 2025 Kansas Shrine Duels. Logan County Implement in Oakley is a proud supporter of the KWCA Kansas Shrine Duels. Quick fix for Colton Stover. He's already back out there, ready to resume action here. Wrestle out these final 6 seconds of the first period. 1 point advantage for Stover over Cole Mathis. Final seconds tick away, and here we go, fellas. Let's just do it again.
He deferred.
I don't believe we've had an option yet where whoever they ask first is, not very often at least. It's more often they've deferred than.
That's pretty typical.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what Andy Reid always does. He defers.
Yep, that's right.
Stover looking to build on this 1 point lead.
A lot of hand fighting going on in there.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Trap that far knee and get your head out.
Coming close right there on the edge. Point of contact still in. We play on.
Good defense by Mathis.
Yeah, he's not giving it up.
Out of bounds.
It would have been easy to give that up.
Right.
Standing his ground.
Stover not giving up the takedown attempt either, and he looks like he's getting close to scoring. He's got that leg.
This is close, and there it is. What an effort there for Cole Stover.
And that's a product of the out-of-bounds rules this year.
Yes.
It stayed in bounds, even though he spun all the way out of bounds.
Yep.
As long as there's a toe or an elbow or a hand in.
Mm-hmm. Made the sport better.
I agree. It doesn't stop so much, and I think that's the main thing. Just keep the fluid motions of the wrestling and not stopping attacks.
And I think if you ask anybody, nobody is happier about it than the wrestlers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just been universally accepted. And the only difference in college is that high school you have to have a point of contact down, and college, there's a cylinder, so like your foot can come up and then land, and it's in bounds.
Right.
That'd be a little tricky for high school officials to do.
Yeah, a little bit.
Not that they're not qualified. Oh, we just don't have replay.
Trying to come out the back.
Yeah, he's trying to. He's got it.
Now they'll stop.
No, wait a minute.
Now officials are going to get together. Mathis trying to plead his case.
Really?
Yeah. No control. Stover thought he had it.
Yes, gentlemen, I'll defer that over to you as to what.
I'll defer to those referees that have all the experience.
I agree.
Was it because of the short time? Is that
No,
what it was? Or?
I think they said the time ran out, and Norton did have a piece of Mathis's leg.
He did, yeah.
But Mathis had the leg hooked.
He did.
Which typically signifies a takedown, but we could have ran out of time. I wasn't looking at the time to know, and that's the officials got together and discussed it and said it was nothing, so we'll go with nothing.
Yeah, you like to see that too, that they get together and get it right.
Right.
Now under 90 seconds to go here, third and final period, 3-point lead for Stover, and you can make it 6. He adds on 3 more there. It's now 10-4 in firm control over Mathis as West right now with 92 total team points compared to 27 for East, knocking on the door of 100. So we'll have 5 official matches to wrestle out here.
Mathis not giving that wing up. Head lever. Oh, on your hip and reaching back. I don't like that. Trying to hit a switch. Stover's having none of it.
Yeah, Stover's just grinding on top. You could tell it's wearing out Mathis.
Yep. You can go all the way around. Do you get the butcher locked in?
He does, yes.
Yep, he's got it. Mathis is looking a little gassed.
He does. You know, it's a month out of the season.
Yeah.
Long,
you can tell he went up to the top there and give it a shot.
Why not?
Little roll back there. Final seconds tick away, and it'll be another win for Team West. Colton Stover gets it done against Cole Mathis. 10-5. Going the distance. Strong 6 minutes being wrestled out between those two. Another win for Team West. Continue to surmount their team total on today as we now go to the girls' 180 pounds matchup from the East. It's Grace Steen out of Tonganoxie High School against Atavia Kane out of the West from Oakley High School. Steen 29-9 overall this year, 4-time state qualifier, 3-time state placer, 2-time regional champion, runner-up at state this year against Atavia Kane, 42-1, 130-17 career record, and she was the 170-pound 3-1A 170-pound state champion.
This should be a good one.
Just a classification away from a potential state championship matchup between these two as Atavia Kane out of Oakley attacking early here. Steen able to fight her off.
Nicely done by Steen. I thought she was.
That was a good attack from Kane. Good level changes.
Grace Steen, 121 varsity wins, the first girl in school history at Tonganoxie to get to 100 wins. 170-pound Frontier League champion in 2024, Newton Tournament of Champions champion. 2025 Team League, Regional, and State Championship this year for Tonganoxie. What a year it was for the Lady Chieftains. Being recruited currently by Baker University in Baldwin City. As for Atavia Kane, 3-time Mid-Continent League champion at 170 pounds, 2-time regional champ, USA Wrestling Kansas folk style team member, being recruited by multiple colleges, including Indian Hills, Colby Community College, and Fort Hays State.
Yep, I'd say they have the resumes.
That definitely, right. Everybody here does.
Yep.
You hear a lot of the kids being recruited by Baker, especially on the girls' side. Kid Harris, longtime coach at Baldwin, now the head coach at Baker University. Doing a great job recruiting a lot of the local kids.
Yeah, don't want to let that local talent get away.
Right.
Grace Steen, part of the first ever girls state championship wrestling team.
Listen, now they were the league champs, regional champs, and state champions this year.
That's impressive.
That is what you can call not down to three-peat necessarily, but the trifecta, the
Yeah,
sweep,
the
yeah, whatever you
trifecta.
want to call it.
Yeah.
Like Coach Adam Lundwin, Brett Delich, many others in that high school program at Tonganoxie just continue to get better and better.
Well, you know, between Tonganoxie, Baser, Linwood, Lansing, just right in that little corridor, you've got some really good wrestling.
Definitely.
The kids club up there are really strong.
You want to eke over a little bit in the Wyandotte, you loop in Piper in there as well.
Yep, and go a little bit south. You have Mill Valley, one of the top traditional powers in 6A.
Yep. It is a hotbed of wrestling talent in that corridor of Leavenworth County and starting to get into Wyandotte, a little bit parts of Johnson as well.
These ladies are evenly matched.
Score reflects as we start the second, 0-0.
Kane's had some good leg attacks, but Steen has done a great job defending them.
Yes, she has.
1 point going to be awarded to Kane on the escape.
Steen in on the legs.
She needs to get her head to the side.
Yep.
She did.
Right there.
Still going at it. Steen with a head of steam. Can't she finish it?
No.
Good defense
Nicely
from
defended.
Kane.
Yeah.
Kane, heavy hips.
Yeah.
Steen, hands locked. It's like a stalemate time.
Yep.
Then we're going to go back for a restart.
Back in the middle, 1:06 still to go in the second period.
Both wrestlers with chances to score are defended well by each other.
Yeah. Less than a minute to go here in the second period.
Just 1 point scored between these two.
Yeah. Been a lot of action, not a lot of scoring.
A lot of great defense, a lot of great counters.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know what else you can expect from the 4A 170-pound runner-up and the 3-1A 170-pound state champ.
Well,
Can't
you're
ask for
seeing
much
it.
more. That's it. And fighting from Kane, now locking up with Steen. Under 30 to go.
Steen, a little half shot attempt. 15 seconds left in the second.
Yeah, short time. You don't want to give anything up here. Steen had definitely been more of the aggressor.
No doubt.
She really has. She's had more shot attempts after
Yeah.
Kane's first one. She's really been in defense mode.
Yep.
But Steen's going to have to attack to the side. I don't think she's going to be able to get through Kane's straight ahead defense.
No.
Her hips are too strong.
Yep. She needs a single leg.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
Kane on top, official's position. Third and final period, just the 1 point going to Kane. Had a hold of the leg, let's go with it. 1 point ward on the escape for Steen. So we're back at square one with these two.
Yeah, we talked about that third period belongs to Hart.
Yep.
Who wants it?
Mm-hmm.
He wants it more.
Get into the short rows here at the 2025 KWCA Shrine Duals. Under 90 seconds to go.
Which wrestler's going to lay it out there and throw out some attacks? Kane with some level changes, little fake.
Steen just backing up now. She was waiting for that shot.
Yep, Steen was. She did a good job. You could tell she was waiting for it and was able to sprawl, work her front headlock position. Now she needs to snap it down and then goes to a re-attack. Then on the leg.
Yeah, she's still got. You can't go through her though. You're gonna have to go around.
She's probably used to being able to do that on most of the girls.
There you go. That's how you do it. Now defended. Wow.
Man,
wow.
She had the right idea.
Yeah, she did.
Great defense from Crain.
Wow.
30 seconds away from our potential first overtime sudden death period.
Yeah,
And
man,
Steen had her in good position, had her dead to rights, head on the outside. All she had to do was flare.
Yep.
Finish the double leg, but Crain, heavy hips.
Who's going to make the move here?
Yeah,
10 seconds.
Winsor in there, too, at an opportune time.
Under 5, and it looks like we will go to sudden death.
First one.
Not supposed to be a break, but we're going to take a break.
Yeah.
it's a postseason match, so
that's exactly right.
That's it.
Well, the West is going to do it. Let's do it too.
Just 2 points total, 1 apiece. All of them on an escape by each wrestler. And now we go to sudden death. Whoever scores first, they win it.
Sudden victory.
So, are they just going to go and keep going, because they didn't start the clock? Did they say they're just going to go until somebody scores?
They're going to go until somebody scores. That's it.
That could be a while. We don't know. Somebody better lay it out there.
Yeah, they might want to rethink this.
They're probably thinking it might be shorter, but tiebreakers are there for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Somebody will make a mistake.
Yeah, somebody will get rushed and think they need to.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens in these overtime situations is one wrestler, or even at the end of the match.
No time on the clock.
There you go. Yep, no time.
Yep, no time on the clock. First score wins. And man, oh man. Steen, the first 3 periods of regulation, obviously the aggressor. Now we're seeing Crain come on the attack, and they go out of the cylinder.
Crain picking up the pace a little bit, jogging back to the middle. It's only her second shot attempt at the match.
Mm-hmm.
You heard one of the coaches yell sweeps. They're right. You got to attack the outside. I think that might be the.
Yeah, that's the key.
You just can't. You got to be really powerful to overcome another good wrestler straight ahead.
Yeah, you do. You got to use the angles.
Yep.
Well, gentlemen, how are we feeling about the no time on the clock right now?
I don't like it.
I mean, if you want to go 2 minutes, I guess, but I'd say just put 2 minutes on and call it a tie.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, it's not like.
Period. Count on the mat. First one to score wins.
Shot attempt.
Trying to finish it here. Let's see. Steen, can't you get
Steen
behind?
running the corner.
Oh, driving. Oh, my goodness.
Crain showing great motion on the bottom and did not give up a takedown. Steen had all the motion in the world.
Yeah.
Serpentine. We go back to square one.
Talk about evenly matched.
This is incredible.
These girls are tuckered out.
Yeah, they
I'm
are.
getting tired.
Me too. I'm wore out, and
they've been wrestling for almost 8 minutes.
Yeah. That's a long time.
At the very end of a season, that's all you go all the way to the state championship, respectfully, for both these wrestlers. Wrestled every match you possibly could in your 2024-25 campaign. Another shot attempt from Steen.
Got to get her head to the side.
Steen's trying to get her head on the corner.
Yes.
Driving. There's the 3. It's great Steen at Tonganoxie.
Great match for both ladies. They both deserve a round of applause.
No doubt about it.
What an effort on both. Steen just runs her feet all the way to the edge.
Sure did. She did a great job there.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Grace Steen gets the win over Atavia Crain. Tonganoxie over Oakley in that matchup. The boys 285. We go along. Gage Wingerter of Spring Hill, 1-time state qualifier and state placer against Tracer Murdoch of Concordia, 3-time state qualifier, 2-time state placer. And we will now send it back down to BJ Harris standing by with a special guest. BJ.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. BJ Harris one more time down here Matt's side with Callum Morton, a Shriner from the Kansas City area, making his way out here to Wichita. And Callan, the Shriners, obviously a very important organization for everybody here, important to you as well. What's something you could tell the folks at home that's important they need to know about being a Shriner?
Well, the best thing about being a Shriner is being able to ride a small car in a parade. But we do a little bit more beyond that. We obviously, our biggest philanthropy is we give back to the 22 children's hospitals spread across North America. We also do a lot of community events. People are always invited up to our temples. Anybody needing care through Shriners, children's hospitals, or clinics are always welcome to reach out to their local Shriner temple, which there's 5 of them here in the state of Kansas, spread out across from the west to the east.
All right, you guys have expanded into wrestling. We talked a little bit with Bryce about that, but as a board member and that perspective, how important was it, or what was the idea that going into another sport outside of football, that how it would benefit your organization?
Sure. So this is our second time helping out with the Kansas Wrestling Coaches Association Duals. First year was a big success for us. We've been doing the football game here in Kansas since 1974, and we were getting to the point where we're getting really great exposure with Kansas football. We're bringing about the same amount of a donation every year for the hospital, and getting into wrestling just puts us in front of so many more people, so many more athletes. Big thing is just bringing in the attention to our local shrine, our local Shriners, and what we can do as far as getting money out to the Shriners Children's Hospitals to help out with the kids in need.
All right, anything else? The Kansas Shrine Bowl obviously coming up this summer. This event's getting ready to wind down, so it's right on to the next one. How excited are you for the football side of Kansas Shrine?
Really excited. Obviously, being a Shriner from Kansas City, Dodge City is going to be a little bit of a drive for me, but it's totally worth it. It's a great week. Our athletes love it. We love it. The Shriners Hospital Ambassador kids love it. Our game's going to be June 21st at Dodge City Memorial Stadium. Look forward to seeing everybody out there.
All right, Callan Martin, a Shriner, one of the members of the Kansas Shrine Bowl Board of Directors. Back to you.
Thank you, BJ. Thank you, Al. Thank you for the time. So we just saw there during that interview, we saw Tracer Murdoch from Concordia get the win over Gage Ringer of Spring Hill. We now move along. We're going to start getting into our repeat matches, as you will. Stella Bradley for Tonganoxie back out there. Girls 170-pound matchup. She's going against Carly Holmes out of Silver Lake. Carly Holmes, 4-time state qualifier, a 2025 state third-place finisher as well, 100-plus career wins. First girl at Silver Lake to have 100 wins in a career. And also a cool note, the first dad and daughter duo placing at state in Silver Lake history. You could say it runs in the bloodline.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Stella Bradley wrestling her second match today. She was back on the front end of matches against Isabel Garrity, and Norton took the loss there, so looking to get at least split her 2 matches here today. Close it out strong for Team East. The point totals, West just cracked 100 points thanks to that last win for Tracer Murdoch. It's 101-30. So Team West, I think we can comfortably say, gentlemen, they're going to win this duel. Team East won it the first year. Team West comes back and win it. So I look forward to calling the rubber duel, the rubber matches.
Right.
We just call it the rubber matches. How about that? Look forward to that next year. Again, BJ Harris will be standing by. He'll be having an interview with some members of Team West, talk about their victory here today, close out our coverage from the 2025 Kansas Shrine Duals.
Stella's looking for the pin.
Got it.
She's going to earn it.
So good recovery for Stella Bradley. Back-to-back wins for Team East coming via Lady Chieftains of Tonganoxie. First for Grace Steen in overtime, and now Stella Bradley gets the pinfall win against Carly Holmes out of Silver Lake. Now to the boys' 141-pound matchup. It's going to be Jacob Gardner of Lansing, also out of the UKC. 4-time state qualifier, 2024 Fargo team qualifier. He'll be facing against Carter Cryer out of Oakley, 3-time regional champion and state qualifier and placer. Jacob Gardner, 101 career wins, a 1-time regional runner-up, 2-time United Kansas Conference runner-up, 3-year Kansas Academic All-State member. He's going to St. Mary's University, not going too far up there in Leavenworth County. As for Carter Cryer of Oakley, 121-5 career record. He was 40-1 overall this year, his senior campaign. 2025 KWCA Regional Wrestler of the Year. State runner-up in 2022, and he placed third in 2024, and he's the state champion this year at 138 pounds. Kansas pregame cover boy, 3-time regional champion, and 3-time MCL league champ. No decision on a college yet. And around we go.
That Carter Cryer is one quick hombre.
Yes.
Oh, he's got the cradle set up. Man, oh man.
Cryer was looking to finish it early. Gardner will keep fighting a little bit longer.
That's got to be one of the quickest wrestlers that we've seen today.
Yeah, he was fast.
In the blink of an eye. Carter Cryer out of Oakley High School. Good to see Carter here. We heard earlier in the week he was a little questionable. He was battling an injury, but it's great to see him back out there. By the way he's moving, gentlemen, I don't think you could tell that he was battling an injury earlier this week. What'd you think?
No, he's not affected.
He's looking tremendous out there thus far. Up 10-1 now on Jacob Gardner, just at the halfway point of the opening period.
Cryer is bad fast.
I got the matchup on deck. Campbell Maris of Spring Hill against Destiny Gonzalez of Goodland. What a treat it is to wrap up the official Shrine Duals.
Yeah, crossbody to a head Turk. See if he's gonna. If he arches his back, he might get some back points.
He's close.
He's trying.
He's very close.
Yeah,
he needs to take his left hand and reach out to the side, kind of make a T with his chest.
Yep.
Back points racked up. He gets 2, so now 12-1, 11-point advantage. Coming in final 10 seconds.
I think Cryer's wanting to get this thing over with.
Well, Oakley's not close. It's a little bit of a drive. Maybe that's why.
They've been represented well today.
Is that
Oakley High School?
2 or 3?
2 thus far. Tavia Kane and now Carter Cryer.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Man.
Had a couple of repeats from Norton High School and Hoxie, obviously. Still the third Hoxie wrestler. Duncan Bell, we'll see him in a couple matchups.
Yeah, I'm sure the MCL Mid-Continent League, that's got to be pretty brutal. Hoxie, Oakley, and probably Norton. Not exactly sure who all's in that conference, but
Garner from Lansing trying to work for a takedown, but it's not going to happen. I mean, a reversal, it's not going to happen. There it is. Here comes a tilt.
That's going to be a tech fall.
Tech fall.
Impressive win for Carter Cryer. Looks pretty spry out there to me. Glad to see him back out here. 40-1 overall, making now 41-1 overall this year. He gets the win over Jacob Gardner out of Lansing. Adds on to that West lead, 106-36. Final official matchup of the day. Campbell Maramis of Spring Hill at the girls' 145-pound matchup against Destiny Gonzalez of Goodland. Gonzalez wrestling her second matchup of the day. And Jonesy, this is going to be a good one to cap us off here today.
Yeah, this is one of the ones we are keeping an eye on. And Gonzalez, a 2-time state champion. Maramis, a 1-time state champion, but a 3-time finalist. Lost to Avery Johnson, her sophomore and junior years in the state finals, who's wrestling collegiately now. And Campbell's tough. Campbell's playing another softball player.
Yep. Softball player. She's committed to play at Moberly Area Community College.
Yep.
41-3 overall this year. Gonzalez, 2-time state champion, 4-time state placer, 30-4 overall. First female wrestler in Goodland history with 100 career wins.
Oh, the score. Murmis is starting down 3-1.
Season record at 30-4, 4-time state placer, 2-time state champion, Destiny Gonzalez.
Wow, Murmis lost in the regional finals to Faulkner from Baser Linwood and was able to defeat her in the state finals. So they'd wrestled a couple times this year, and Faulkner got her at regionals, and they'd been prepping for that match all year, and it showed. And Murmis was able to grit one out in the state finals, to take down in, I believe, the third period to clinch the victory.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's got a really good blast double. Really, really strong athlete.
She looks strong.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, the monitor, the scorekeeping, it made it all the way to the final match of the night, but
1 and 2.
There we go. Now they got it fixed. Here we go. Maramis v. Gonzalez. Gonzalez started us out. She opened the duels, and she's going to close out the duel. She got the win against Deja Preston of Free State. Back at the very first matchup of the afternoon, now closing it out here against Cable Maris.
Campbell's got that good whizzer on the left side.
Yeah, she did.
Double leg attempt. 3 points for Mermis.
Yes.
That's just horsepower, just driving through your opponent.
She's going to get 2 near fall points, too.
2 near fall.
I really like
So you can see her pulling her back inbounds. I'm not done with you.
That's a smart wrestler right there.
Bring it back to the center.
Spring Hill got a little cheering section below us.
I know. It sounds like we got a
coaches,
Bronco
parents.
students section. Or
Yep.
Good little fan zone down here.
Right.
Marmer's looking tough so far.
Down there from Spring Hill to Wichita, not too bad of a drive, maybe 2.5 hours.
Oh,
somewhere
yep,
around there.
right about,
Right
almost
about that.
exact.
That's where you came from this morning, so
Yep.
you ought to know.
Oh, Mermis is in bad position. Got to get her hips back.
Yeah, she's going to give up one. Oh, nice
That's
fireman.
a nice fireman's dump by Gonzalez.
Look at Mermis fight it, though.
Nothing awarded yet. Fight strong as Mermis. Now there's the 3 for Gonzalez, so it makes it a 1-point match, 5-4. Under 40 to go in the opening period.
Gonzalez also getting near fall points. It's a 7-point flurry here.
Yeah, she needs to get off her back. Wow.
What a run there for Destiny Gonzalez. She jumps in front, 8-5.
Both wrestlers scoring some points in the first period.
Yeah, they are.
Got to be tired after that.
Oh, yeah.
There's been a lot of action.
Yeah,
Both
it was a-
wrestlers fighting off their backs in the first period.
Big flurry. So.
Well, we still got 2 more periods to go here.
That's right. Gonzalez with a good, tough ride to finish out the period.
Yeah, she did
Strong surge. Option goes to Mermis, and she will defer. And Gonzalez looks like she will elect down.
See if Mermis goes back to the butcher. She tried it last
she
series
did.
and got in kind of bad position.
Yep.
She's working the crossface series again. She needs to circle back around behind.
Yeah, she's too high without an anchor. She's working her way back around, but
Gonzalez is doing a really good job trying to face.
Yeah.
Mermis is going to wisely concede the escape.
she's death on that whizzer.
Had some chances for a go behind there.
Mm-hmm.
That outside leg dump this time for
Yeah.
Gonzalez. Well done.
Yes.
She's hit the dump from the inside and the outside leg.
Yeah.
Now she's going straight for the half.
She's got it pretty good.
That's pretty tight. Mermis is trying to roll through.
Well,
Mermis came right out of there.
Off her
nicely
back.
done for Campbell Mermis.
Campbell's got a half on the right side. She's choosing to go for the butcher. She needs to look at that half.
Yeah, she needs to put that power half in there. And
Yep,
work
she
that.
does. You're right. The right side, she's got a little gap between the elbow.
One
or
play,
the
it was Mermis
armpit.
5-0, and all of a sudden a 14-2 run later. Gonzalez still in firm control, but don't tell Campbell Mermis that. She's fighting hard.
30 seconds. Second period.
Still 2 more minutes to work with.
Campbell's going to have to turn her.
Yeah, she needs some back points. Campbell's in trouble now.
Yes, she is.
Did a good job of getting the hips back up.
Short time, just 5 seconds. Trying to last. Does a good job.
Good job by her to
Hold on, don't give up the one.
Yeah, I didn't.
There's Coach Matt Jones coming out over the headset over there.
Right.
We will open up this third and final period of the 25 Kansas Shrine Duals neutral position. Here we go.
Mr. Campbell, you can't waste a lot of time.
Nope.
You got to take her down and get some back points.
Likely take her down twice.
Yeah. Take her down and cut her. Take her down and get some back points. Campbell trying to set up that strength move there. Oh, she stepped over.
He's put the leg in.
Yeah.
That is
not
really quite.
Yeah, that's really good defense there by Murmas.
Murmas needs to circle her hips to the right. And Gonzalez showing some strength. Breaks Murmas' grips and able to circle around for 3.
Yep.
Gonzalez has wrestled a really smart match.
She really has.
And our second match of the afternoon, too. She has been pretty fun to watch.
That's a 2-time state champion for you.
Yep. It just seems like they can find another little bit of gas or a gear when they need it.
Qualify 4 times, you place 3 times, and you win it twice.
Yep.
Campbell not giving up. Cool thing about wrestling, if you're down 10, 12, you can still win.
You can. That's it.
You can get in position.
The script can change that easily. Under 30 here in the third and final period. 10-point lead for Gonzalez.
She's just holding on now. Stalemate.
Definitely looks like some fatigue kind of setting in out there.
No doubt.
Yeah, those ladies are tired.
Back on the attack is Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell knows she's got to throw everything on the wall now.
Throwing the kitchen sink at her here at the end, under 5 seconds, and Gonzalez gets behind her. More points on top, 20-8. That'll be the final. 2 of the best wrestlers in the state going at it there. Great sportsmanship. That's what it's all about here at the 25 Kansas Shrine Duals. Destiny Gonzalez started these duels with the win, and she closes it out with the win.
Fun match for the girls, lots of points.
Very fun indeed. Let's go to our final matchup of the afternoon. It's not going to go towards any point totals, but even if it did, it's going to go towards state, make their win, or go towards West, make their win today even bigger. James Schartz of Great Bend, he will get out there and wrestle again against Duncan Bell out of Hoxie.
I think this is going to be a good one.
See, Schartz is in green, right? Bell in red.
That's what it appears to be. Yep. Jay Schartz, a 4-time state qualifier, 2025 5A state runner-up. Greco-Roman freestyle wrestling experience, signed to Fort Hays State University. Duncan Bell, he's the 3rd Hoxie wrestler we've seen today. 4-time state qualifier, 3-time placer, and also a 2-time champion, 4.5-star wrestler on 4.5 stars on track wrestling. 2-time 3-1A 165-pound state champion. 2-time 3-1A East Regional champ in 2024 and 2025. 3-time MCL champion in 2022, 23, and 25. He finished 6th place at the Folk Style Nationals. One of 3 Hoxie wrestlers here today. No recruitment yet from any colleges, which I imagine that could potentially change. 41-1 overall his senior year.
Yeah, I would think so.
Again, his matchup here, this is no effect on the point totals. We can't confirm that West has won this duel. It'll be the final score of 110-36. That'll be that. Dominant outing this year. You know the West, they took that loss last year. They took it personally.
Yeah, they did.
They sure did.
That's what they say. Team East won it in the first ever Shrine Duels last year, 72-62, and West came out. And, I mean, there was a point where they won 11 straight matches and just really blew Team East out of the water. They'll end up winning 110-36, and we will send it down to B.J. Harris shortly after this all wraps up. He'll be standing by with a couple of representatives from Team West talking about the win, what it means. And then we look forward to being back here in another calendar year where we'll go for the rubber matches next year.
Not a lot of action right here.
So first period ends there. Shriners Children's has been providing hope and healing to children for more than 100 years. Your support of the Kansas Shrine Duals has a direct impact on the more than 320 Kansas children that have been served by Shriners Children's Hospital over just the past 10 years alone. Shriners Children's Hospital, the most amazing care anywhere. Scan the QR code in the top right-hand corner of your screen to donate today. Raised over $25,000 for Shriners Children's Hospital at the Shrine Duals last year. It's so amazing. Even more during the Shrine Bowl the following summer. I look forward to see what the number is this year.
Yeah, Bell got in trouble there.
He did. He was trying to get the leg in, and
Yeah, he
Schartz was
was.
doing a good job keeping his elbows in and defending.
Yeah. And he got over on his hip, and that was all she wrote.
Oxy, the only team at these Shrine Duals today with, Oxy and Spring Hill.
Right.
High schools with 3 representatives. I caught myself right before I said it. Couple of twos. Tonganoxie in there with two wrestlers representing Norton as well.
And they went 2-1 on the day.
Yep.
Rural had 2 and Trail 2.
Washburn Rural 2. Hey, Halstead had 2.
Part of this event, I'd like to thank the Shriners and everybody here for putting on one of the best.
And another great successful afternoon here at Newman University.
Norton had 3.
Norton had 3?
Yep.
There you go.
Nice Granby by Bell. Schartz holding on. Going to come out the back. Still in charge. Short time again.
Coming in 10 seconds, just a 2-point advantage for Schartz. For Bell, I should say. I really thought they would just go out both with green singlets, and that would make things a little more difficult. Well, Duncan Bell does lead 2-0 as we head into the third and final period of action here today before we wrap it up from the 2025 Kansas Shrine Duals.
They haven't seen a takedown yet in this match.
Nope, just Schartz's reversal. That's all we've seen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it. Action here. Good sprawl out from Bell. There's a stalemate call, bring back neutral. Minute 4 left to go in this match. 2-0 still in favor of Duncan Bell.
So Bell is in the green singlet?
Bell
is in the green, Schartz is in the red.
Oh, so Schartz changed singlets. Okay.
Yes.
I thought Schartz was in the green. Okay, my fault.
I was confused.
I'm very confused.
I imagine that. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, he hit that hardwood pretty hard.
And well done by one of our top officials out there, bracing the head and neck area. Going onto the hardwood. Nicely done, sir.
It doesn't help that the video board down there just says W1 and W2. It doesn't have their name anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like that was probably the all intents and purposes of like, hey, we're going to have you change out. You need to go from a green singlet to a red singlet.
Right.
So that we could have a little bit of help the guys out on the broadcast, just a little bit. The people in the arena, just a little bit. Final 19. We wrestle out again. We'll send it down shortly after this match concludes. We'll send it down to B.J. Harris. He'll be standing by. A couple members of Team West celebrating the win, 110-36 against Team East. All-time Shrine Dual record sits at 1-1.
110 will be tough to break.
Yeah, point total-wise.
That'll be very tough. And it ends with a pinfall. Did he get the pin?
Yeah, he got the pin.
So how fitting for Team West to get a pinfall victory. I mean, with a second to spare, right as the final whistle was about to be blown, Duncan Bell pins Jake Schartz. So that'll do it for the 2025 Kansas Shrine Duals. And they actually did put some more score up there, so it's 113-36. That is what the final total will be. How successful this Shrine Duals was. As we are standing by, we're going to sit it down with BJ Harris, standing by with one of the head coaches of Team West, picking up the win today at these duels.
Thanks a lot, guys. Wrapping up the 2025 Kansas Shrine Duals. We're here with one of the representatives, West coaches, Andy Kinney out of Phillipsburg. And Coach, just your overall thoughts on this year's Kansas Shrine Duals.
Oh, I thought it was a great event. You know, these kids really got to it, and they learned a lot. Where they can all get together and kind of join and do something really good for somebody besides themselves is always an awesome opportunity.
You know, you spend a lot of time in the wrestling room, and you've been around wrestling for a while. This particular event, is it something the kids are looking forward to, and what kind of a feather in the cap has been for these kids who have been able to participate in it?
Yeah, I think ever since the Shriners got involved with this, it's kind of brought it up another notch. Kids are really excited to get in here and have the opportunity to, wrestle in the Shriners Duel, and that's a great experience for them.
I talked with Tucker Woopter, head coach at Spring Hill High School, and he just kept talking about how good these kids are, the kind of kids that this sport brings to the mat, and these are the best ones doing something for a great cause. Just talk about the type of kid it takes to be a competitive wrestler at this level.
You got to have the right mindset where you're at. You just got to put yourself in a position where you can do something, and you have to believe in yourself.
I'll let you go celebrate with your victorious team, Coach. Appreciate you. Good luck and congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
There you go, guys. Nice job up top. A good event down here from the floor, and a successful event for the West squad.
Successful one indeed. Thank you, BJ, and thank you at Tip of the Cap. Doing nice work down low, roaming around, getting those great interviews with us. Dominant performance today, gentlemen, from Team West, 113-36. You see them celebrating under the spotlight with their trophy. And I'll turn it over to you, Matt and Dennis. Matt, I'll go with you first. Your final takeaways from the 2025 KWCA Shrine Duals.
Well, other than the West being really good and having a dominant performance, it's always fun to watch, and it's a really neat opportunity because some of these kids, that's the last time they're going to step on a wrestling mat, and it's for such a good cause, and they're making memories today. They got lunch, they had time to meet other kids, and their teammates were able to cheer them on one final time. So win or lose, it's just a really cool opportunity for all the kids, the coaches, and the families.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Matt. This is, like we said, this is one of the few, if not the only, venue where in high school wrestling where you can get multiple classifications together to compete. That's one of the things that I like best about this. And like I said, the Shriners do a great job, and it's for the kids. And you're hearing some of those stories of the kids talking about their experience with the Shriners Hospital. Yeah,
really cool.
Really cool.
Yeah, awesome to hear from our hospital ambassadors all throughout the day. We saw the wrestlers earn that package that was put together, spending time with them today, hearing their stories, hearing their life's journey, team interactive activities, and bonding, building on that as well. And coming out for the duels too. This is something that just continues to be so special. Again, over $25,000 was raised at this event a year ago, and I bet we meet that mark, if not more.
Awesome, that's great.
This time around, which is totally awesome. Team West gets the win 113-36. Again, now all attention turns down to later on in June at Dodge City Memorial Stadium. You can go down to the Kansas Shrine Bowl. Another great opportunity to watch some of the best athletes in Kansas high school athletics, and all for a good cause of raising money for Shriners Children's Hospitals. As it looks like they're announcing the All-Stars, or at least it looks like there's some custom championship belts that were handed out down there. That's an awesome shot. It's like Taryn Kraft got one. I believe that's Destiny Gonzalez with the other one.
Yeah.
Well-deserved for Destiny Gonzalez. Looks like she was the girls' MVP. Taryn Kraft, the boys' MVP for Team West. You see him there. Look at that being up in your.
That's awesome.
That's right. Hang that in the bedroom or something. Put it on the shelf. That's
pretty cool.
That is a souvenir of a lifetime right there. Totally. Oh my goodness, that is so incredible. I love seeing that. Oh, so much. But that'll do it of our ongoing coverage here, the 2025 KWCA Kansas Shrine Duals. Gentlemen, it was great working with you again this year.
Yep.
Look forward. Hopefully we get to come back, do it again next year. Call the rubber match, the rubber duels is what we'll call it. Yeah, Team West gets to win 113-36. They stymie Team East. They get revenge from the 10-point loss a year ago. We'll see what happens in a calendar year. But first, I want to say thank you to all these wrestlers coming out, participating in this. Everybody else behind the scenes. We talked with the executive director of the Shrine Bowl and Shrine Duals, Bryce Kessler, his wife Whitney, everybody else that works behind the scenes. It takes a lot of moving parts to get an event like this put together. And they've done a great job with it, not just for 1 year, but for 2 years in a row now. And I'll be excited to see where this event continues to go. And for one final time, let's thank our KWCA champion sponsors this year. Champion sponsors this year include Fully Promoted Lawrence, Northwest Kansas Shrine Club, Watkins Realty and Insurance Agency, LLC, Hutch Auto Body, Central Valley Ag, Pro Valley Insurance, Napa Auto Parts, Logan County Implement, and Wellhead Systems, Inc. Thank you all for your support and being proud sponsors of the KWCA Kansas Shrine Duals. And thank you all for joining us here today, live from Newman University, Fugate Gymnasium, as we bid you so long, alongside Matt Jones and Dennis Trent and Brendan Bowen, our director, Caden Carvalho on camera, BJ Harris running microphone on Matt's side. I'm Dylan Funk. So long, and we'll see you next year here at the Kansas Shrine Duals.
The KWCA thanks you for watching this presentation of the